Hello, everyone. How you doing? Pay no attention to the what's that called? Arpeggios in the background. Pay no attention. Do not look behind the curtain. Yes, we are now live streaming. Welcome, rewinders and retro lovers. Excuse me, I should not have drunken carbonation before this. Welcome, rewinders and retro lovers. If you're a fan of video games from the 8-bit era, you're someone who... Wow. No, because we're not playing any games from the 8-bit era. Add mode? I can add mode this, right? Wow. Welcome, rewinders and retro lovers. If you're a fan... Wow, my gosh, Paul. If you're a fan of husband and wife teams from the 2020s... or you're just someone who is looking for an online community to make friends and forge deeper friendships with the friends you already have there, then tonight is for you. Because tonight we're going to be we did this thing in the past called Rewinder Remarks, where I interview one of you, the rewinders, just ask some silly questions, the types of things you like, how you found the podcast and whatnot. And just to get to know you better. So often you see everyone's names in the chat. You see and hear from me, but I thought it'd be really nice to be able to see and hear from you guys so that when you see a name in a chat, it's not just a faceless person. You actually know what they sound like, what they look like, things like that. Team Womp, how dare you, Paul? So tonight I have the utmost joy and privilege of, yes, okay, Paul's your power is ready to rock while winning the battle axe of bad karaoke. Paul is here in chat. He's not the one being interviewed. We actually are very glad to have my wife, Ashley Ruiz. Hey, Ashley.
Hi.
Hello. Hi, faceless people. Faceless? Oh my God. Are you talking about the people in chat? How are you doing, Ashley?
Doing good. How are you, husband?
I'm doing quite well. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, good. Yes, you're faceless tonight, Paul. Everyone knows your face, Paul. Everyone. Well, welcome. I should have Paul's. I need your soundboard with the applause. Yeah. For the guests. Come on. So thank you, Ashley, for this being sort of a retest run, getting back into the swing of things. I won't have I'll probably have to work out some kinks while we go tonight. But if you have a question for Ashley, !Q or !question in chat and then space and then your question. And we'll be asking those in a bit. But for now, we're going to go ahead and start with Rewinder Remarks for Ashley Ruiz. All right, Ashley. So here is a question I ask pretty much to everyone whenever they join the Discord. And so my question to you is, are you a fan of the podcast, the Retro Rewind podcast, the Retro Rewind pod live streams, or something else? Like you really like how Paul has a soundboard or something like that?
I like both the podcast and the streams.
Mm-hmm.
I have a softer spot for the podcast than the streams because that's where I started.
Oh, okay.
But I like both. I like it all.
You like it all. Awesome. Let's see. And welcome, Dale. How are you doing? And D-Tungsten, if I didn't say that right. My next question for you, Ashley, is what decade were you born and where did you grow up?
I was born in the 1980s.
Yes.
Specifically the tail end of the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
I was born in November of 86.
Oh, okay.
So the latter part.
Mm-hmm.
And I grew up in upstate New York.
Oh, okay, cool. So now New York borders Lake Superior? Ontario.
Yes.
Ontario,
yes.
Okay.
Superior, no, that would be Michigan.
And were you on like Lake Ontario pretty much? That's where you grew up?
Yes, the city I grew up bordered Lake Ontario. Was very beautiful during the summer.
Oh, yay. Not so much in the winter.
No, because it contributed to lake effect snow, so the winters were extra dreary.
Oh, gosh. Hey, Apple Dance, how are you doing? By the way, guys, everyone coming in, if you have a question for Ashley.
Yes, I didn't necessarily grow up on the lake. But yes, the city that I grew up in was Lakeside.
!Q, Paul. The letter Q, and then your question. Not just exclamation point. And then we'll be asking those here in a bit. Anyway, okay. So next question, Ashley, is so you grew up upstate New York in the 80s. Did you have a favorite thing that you liked to do in the 80s or 90s growing up, whether it had to do specifically with upstate New York or something else?
Nothing specific to where I grew up outside of sledding. That was always something that we enjoyed in the winters. We had a really steep driveway growing up. So when everything would freeze over in the wintertime, it was really fun to go sledding down the driveway and get a head start.
Oh, yes.
But being very, very cognizant of all the cars and oncoming traffic.
Nah.
Thankfully, we grew up in a pretty small neighborhood, so there was never really generally the risk of hitting anything. But sledding was a favorite winter pastime.
Okay.
Beyond that, grew up playing video games with my brother, mostly
Nice.
watching, playing occasionally, but mostly watching.
Okay. Well, did you have a favorite game that you liked to watch him play or one that you liked to play specifically?
I enjoyed watching him play through pretty much any game that we had in our collection. I remember him playing through Mega Man games on the original Nintendo. I remember him playing through like The Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past on our Super Nintendo.
Oh, cool.
And he just kept playing games. Every Nintendo console that would come out, we would just play more and more games, and I would just watch him. I think the only game that I legitimately tried playing as a child, probably the original Pokemon, and I was a fan of Pokemon Red, and that was the first game I ever beat.
Wow, that's awesome. So how did you watch him play the Virtual Boy? Because it's so...
We never had a Virtual Boy.
You said every Nintendo console.
Well, I should preface that. Every well-performing Nintendo console.
Oh, to my heart. I'm representing my Virtual Boy Red and Black right now. I had a Virtual Boy, so that's why.
I know. You told me that. I remember...
Hey, we're interviewing you.
No, I know this, but I'll say that I remember the Virtual Boy setup in Toys R Us when I was a kid.
Oh, really? Okay,
And I
remember
remember my brother and I looking at it and I go, that's ugly. Why would anyone want to play this?
Because it's cool.
No, it was awful.
Fine. And I do see your questions coming in, guys, so keep them coming, exclamation point Q. Or if you want to type out exclamation point question, you can, then a space. And then I don't know if uppercase Q will work. Actually, Dan, let me check that. See if that came through, because I feel like it doesn't. You know what? I should have made it so that you could do uppercase Q, but let's see here. Oh, it did come through. Okay, so you can do uppercase Qs. Apparently, that works fine too. Back to the interview with Ashley Ruiz. Okay, so you like sledding, you like video games in the 80s and 90s. Did you ever like get into luge or anything like bobsled or anything else like that? Okay, well then okay, maybe tell us something that's a secret talent if it's not bobsledding.
I don't have any secret talents, but as a kid, I was pretty good at using the skip it.
Oh, that's the thing that attaches to your ankle, right?
Yes, and it is like one of the most awkward moves that you could ever do because you have to spin it around your ankle while hopping over it. So it's this really awkward motion, but I was pretty good at skip it.
Nice.
And they had that catchy jingle. Especially this like ridiculous part where like, and the very best thing of all, there's a counter on this ball. So apparently the original Skip It didn't have a counter. So you would want to know like how many times did you get it around your ankles?
You gotta beat your high score.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh my
goodness.
And I did. So if you had a Skip It today, would you use it?
Yes. Awkwardly,
that's awesome.
But yes.
I would try. I'd be curious if I could beat your high score because I don't know if I'd be very good.
I don't think you have that kind of coordination.
Well, now I have to get one so that I can show you how coordinated I am.
But we'll have to buy a used one off of eBay because like the most recently released Skip Its have nothing to do with the original design. They're really they've changed so much.
Oh, really? Oh, that's a bummer. Are they all digital and iPhone driven and stuff?
Most of them have been discontinued. They haven't legitimately manufactured Skip Its in probably at least 15 to 20 years.
Wow, I had no idea. Okay.
We'll have to find out.
Very cool. And yeah, keep your questions coming, guys. Star Fox, hey. Geek Devotions, hey. So glad you all are here. Apple Dance, if I didn't say hey to you, hello. Let's see. Next thing about getting to know Ashley here, one of the Rewinders. And also, if you have an interest to being on one of these Rewinder remarks, please reach out to me on Discord or one of the other platforms where you can contact me. I feel like I'm pretty available in those places. We'd love to have you on because we want everyone to realize you're not just a nameless person. What? Who got first? What was that? Geek Devotions with the Icecracker achievement. Good job. we don't want you guys just thinking you're. I don't want anyone thinking you're just this faceless name. We all have a name and a voice, and I'd love to get everyone to get to experience that. So we just get to know each other better. Mm-hmm. Anyway, let's see. So moving on from skip it to consume it. Yeah, that'll be my segue. What food have you eaten and you will never eat it again?
I think this answer has not changed. It's still Brussels sprouts.
Oh, really? Oh, because did I ask you this on the previous one?
You asked this nearly 3 years ago.
Oh my gosh.
And the answer is still Brussels sprouts.
Still?
They're still abhorrent. They're just gross.
Oh my gosh.
I've had them once in my life that I can remember, and I will never have them again.
Never again.
Never.
All right. Well, before we get to questions from the audience, and by the way, after we finish this whole interview, Rewinder Remarks, me and Ashley are going to go head to head, and you don't know Jack, and you're going to watch me crush her. I mean, because I'm so good at trivia, and she's just okay. So we're going to watch me just decimate Ashley.
Don't believe his lies.
And then I'm doing the interview here. And then after we play one round of that, we'll open it up to all of you who would like to play. You can play through browser, just enter the Jackbox code. It's like Quiplash or TKO. Everyone can join in and test your own trivia against the master, me.
He's not. He lies. Don't believe his lies. Because I'll tell you, during our courtship, we would play You Don't Know Jack probably every weekend.
This was not in the questions.
There was only one single time that he beat me. And it was when I had COVID.
Sick.
Because I had COVID.
Oh my gosh.
That was the only time he beat me. And he only beat me by like a couple hundred points.
So now we're going to get on to the lightning round of this Rewinder Remarks. So Ashley, I'm going to ask you, pretty much these are just, you pick one or the other.
Okay.
And you let me know. So we have 11 lightning rounds for you.
Okay.
And here we go. I should have a timer for this, but I don't.
But you don't.
All right, here we go. Question 1. Pizza or burgers?
Pizza.
Books or movies?
Books.
Video games or board games?
Video games.
Cats or dogs?
Cats.
Seinfeld, Friends, or The Office?
Friends.
Dragons or unicorns?
Dragons.
Mega Man or Castlevania?
Mega Man.
John Williams or Hans Zimmer?
John Williams.
Pokemon trading card game or Magic the Gathering?
Pokemon trading card game.
Star Wars or Star Trek?
Star Wars.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or X-Men?
TMNT.
All right. Well done with that lightning round. John Williams, Paul. All right. Now we're going to this is a new sort of fancy thing. We'll see if it works. But to ask.
So, of course, I have to be your guinea pig.
Yes, of course. Exactly. So let's get to the question from you, the audience. That's why that says questions from the audience. Let's see what you guys have to ask. And I believe these will still work. You can keep them coming in, guys. As long as they're respectful questions, I should be happy to answer them. All right. So first question comes from Paul. Do you like you some Francisco? Wow.
I would say I don't just like me some Francisco. I love me some Francisco.
Aww.
I love him so much that it is such a blessing to be his wife. And when he asked me, I wasn't sure of anything beyond my salvation prior to that moment, but I knew. You
mean you weren't sure of anything more, or you weren't sure of anything?
No, what I'm saying is outside of my salvation, I have never been more sure of anything in my life. So I knew then when we came together that this was going to be something.
Aw, mi amor.
Mi querido.
Okay, next question comes from Paul again. What's your favorite Star Trek character and why is it Q? Do you even know who Q is?
I know who Q
is.
Okay. Q is not my favorite Star Trek character. If I had, in my limited knowledge of Star Trek, I probably would say Star Trek The Next Generation is my favorite series within the franchise, and Jean-Luc Picard is my absolute favorite.
Oh, okay, that's a good pick. I
just love Patrick Stewart. I can't help
He is really good.
Yes, he is.
And now all the toilets in the kingdom will be called John's.
And I'll also say Q never got his own series, so...
That's true. Good point. So,
but Picard did.
That means something. All right, next question comes from Paul again. What's one of the captain? What does that even mean, Paul? We're gonna skip that one.
What's one of a captain?
I don't know what that means.
You're one of a kind. I don't know what the world would do if there was more than one Francisco.
Yeah, it'd probably explode in excellence. Anyway, next comes from
one. There can only be one.
Paul,
like the Highlander.
jpowers.com again. Maybe this is what I meant. What's one of the captain's qualities that helped you fall in love with him? Aw.
Well, honestly, your goofiness was definitely one of my favorite qualities.
I'm super somber all the time.
No,
at this face.
no, you're not. But your goofiness, just how authentic you were, and just how you love making people laugh, and how I would constantly find myself laughing with you. It's often said, like, laughter is the best medicine, but my gracious, just being able to laugh with you and connect on so many different things has been such a blessing. Aww. And it was way too easy to fall for you.
Aw, so sweet. Your check's in the mail after all this, by the way. Next comes from Dale. Dale asks, were you more of an outdoor person or stay inside a lot person?
I have always been an indoor person. Mm-hmm. The Great Outdoors, I'm not a huge fan of. My family,
that's a great John Candy movie. What are you talking about?
I've never seen that movie. I don't, outside of like Spaceballs, I don't think I've seen any other John Candy movie. I've never seen Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. I've never seen.
Well, you don't need to see that one. But we're going to have to stop this interview right now and go watch Uncle Buck right now. No, I'm sorry.
We can do that at another time.
All right, fine. But you prefer being indoors.
I prefer being indoors. I mean, honestly, like, I burn way too easily because I'm very fair-skinned. I feel like all the insects in the world are out to get me. I have terrible histamine reactions because my dad's allergic to bees. I'm mildly allergic to bees, so my histamine reaction is not fun. So yeah, I like staying indoors where it's safe and nature can't get me.
Appledan says she's relaying a lot to you right now.
Aww.
That's sweet. Okay, next question comes from... and apparently a weird camel case question does work, Paul. Does this command work? Yes, it does. Thanks for asking. Geek Devotion says, explain what made Virtual Boy so not cool in your eyes, Ashley.
Well, the color scheme was just very ugly. The fact that it was just red and black. And I know that's tough to get over. That color scheme now isn't terrible. I think you look good in red and black. And red and black is a nice contrast for, like, the logo of the podcast and whatnot. Yes. Like, it's good. It's striking. Mm-hmm. But when those are your only colors on your game screen and you're, like, looking down into it, it hurts your eyes.
Yeah, I get that. And it's not comfortable on your neck. I was expecting a visor I could just wear on my head and I could, look around and stuff. But that would
have been something. If it was actually like portable,
even black and red. If it had that capability, I think it would have been something else.
It caused so much eye strain. I think that's why it wasn't successful.
It's good for a checkerboard, Dale. Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Next comes from Geek Devotions. What's been the best part of being Mrs. Ruiz, queen of the Retro Rewind podcast? She's not queen. She's administrative officer.
Yes, I am the administrative officer, but I think one of the best things is just constantly being around Francisco and be able to offer support in whatever way that I can.
Oh my goodness, yes.
The fact that he has conversations with me and asks for input about a plethora of different things, whether it's the podcast or the streams or just random ideas that he has, that he trusts me to listen and give him feedback. That is probably one of the nicest things of being around all the time, except being around Francisco all the time is the biggest blessing.
Aww, so sweet. We're both saps, by the way.
We are.
You're going to get probably a lot of that tonight. Okay, next up is, let's see. Paul says, have you ever slid down on a guy named Bob and called it bobsledding? Wow.
No.
That would be pretty impressive. I mean, why is it called bobsledding?
I don't know.
It should be called.
You should ask the people that inspired the movie Cool Runnings. Maybe the Jamaican bobsled team knows.
Yes, maybe they know. They should have that history. Yes.
Oh wait, John Candy's in that movie.
Oh yes, he is.
I have seen that movie.
Okay, there you go.
Okay, I've seen 2 John Candy movies.
Sweet. One that I like him in a lot. I prefer. I know it's not about me, but Once Upon a Crime has John Candy, Jim Belushi, what's her name? Sybil Shepherd. So many names. Richard Lewis. It's just a fun comedy mystery thing. Cast. Yeah. I think people don't like it so much, but it's always been a fun viewing for me. So have you guys ever seen Once Upon a Crime? Okay, let's continue. Next up, we have from Geek Devotions again. How has it been adjusting to a new state?
It's been different.
because you were formerly in Colorado and now you're here in Oregon.
Yes. So
you love how they pump your gas for you now, I think.
There's things that I don't love about being here. I don't love that it's been like rainy and mostly gray skies. It's very like the Pacific Northwest is like eerily like the Northeast.
Upstate New York, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like eerily kind of similar because the sky is gray during this time of year. Instead of it being snowy, it's drizzly and rainy and cold and windy. But
sorry, I'm reacting to Paul's comment about Once Upon a Crime.
I'll just say, like, I'm getting used to it. It's only been like 3.5 months, but I enjoy being here with you.
I very much enjoy that as well. Okay, we'll go on to Geek Devotions asks, what was the first video game you remember playing?
Adventure Island on the original Nintendo.
Oh, you mean that game that should have been on the NES Mini instead of Star Tropics?
Oh, I loved Adventure Island. It was such a fun game. And there were multiple versions of Adventure Island, too.
Mm-hmm. And Adventure Island was a like more platformer, right? It was like a caveman guy on a skateboard?
Yeah,
remember?
Okay. His name was Master Higgins.
His name was Master Higgins?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't recall that. Okay. So, Adventure Island.
Mm-hmm.
Geek Devotions asks, what's your favorite retro movie? Oh, that's a good question.
Can I just say When Harry Met Sally? It's technically retro.
Yeah, you could say that. That's fair.
I mean,
that's 89, right?
89, yeah.
Yeah. Very cool. And you saw that as a 3-year-old, I assume?
I did not. I did not see When Harry Met Sally until I was about like 22.
Oh, okay. Oh, really? And so there's a question later on about the Goonies. But so you don't necessarily have to have seen a movie as a kid to like it nowadays? Yeah. Okay, that's cool.
That's not true of every movie, though.
What? All right. What's your... How dare you, Geek Devotions. What's your favorite Monty Python quote?
Well, it doesn't have to be Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
That's true. Good point.
So my
Geek Devotions.
Because it doesn't actually come from Monty Python and the Holy Grail. I just like from Monty Python's Flying Circus. Mm-hmm. They did this skit about the Spanish Inquisition.
Oh, yes.
No one suspects the Spanish Inquisition.
Yes. I've never seen Flying Circus. I'd like to see that. And there's another one.
Life of Brian?
Yeah, I'd like to see Life of Brian. I know lots of people say it's sacrilegious. I feel like if they're making fun, that's fine. That's it. That's
no one expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Exactly. Hey, Kirk. We're currently doing a Rewinder Remarks. Everyone, Kirk, anyone else coming in, Neko, hello. We're doing Rewinder Remarks where we interview one of you, the Rewinders.
No. Oh, no.
What? What's going on?
You just asked the question, what is my favorite Monty Python and the Holy Grail?
Dang it. Well, we'll get there in a second. Or maybe that question will just go missing somehow. I don't know. But we're interviewing. We're going to be starting every Friday where we're not doing a podcast. We're going to interview one of you, Rewinders, so we can just get to know each other better. You hear me and see me a lot, but it'd be great to hear and see from all of you, especially those that aren't really on the podcast any. And then we're going to also, whoever comes on for Rewinder Remarks, you pick a game, a multiplayer game that either you and me play, or you can play as a community. And tonight we're going to be playing You Don't Know Jack. First, me and Ashley are going to do a round of it, and then we'll play all together after that. And you'll see me crush her spirit with my awesome trivia knowledge.
Nope.
All right, continuing on. We're continuing on, Ashley. I'll ask the questions. Apple Dan says, what time of day are you most privy to? Do you prefer? I think she was saying, do you prefer the most? Are you a morning person or a late night person?
I am neither.
Neither? What?
I am neither a morning person nor a night owl. I consider myself best in the mid-afternoon. Like, I can function in the mornings, but I am not an early bird. I do best in late mornings to, like, that early afternoon, like the mid-time of day.
Yeah.
So I guess I am a midday... I want another kind of bird.
Noon something.
No, I'm a midday duck.
Midday duck? Okay. We'll go with that.
Because you got an early bird, and then you've got a night owl, so I'm a midday duck.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I'm a midday duck. Quack, quack.
I guess we shouldn't run afoul of you. Okay. Wow, Francisco. All right. Thank you, Apple Dance. Geek Devotion says, how did you first discover Retro Rewind Podcast? Oh, yes. How did you?
I Googled. It was actually a search in Apple Podcasts.
Oh, okay.
So I was looking for a retro podcast, like games, movies, just something to listen to because back in the day, I used to work a very, very early shift at my job.
You started at 5 for this morning person?
Yeah, so I started at 5 in the morning. I would work at 2, and I would spend probably the first 3 to 4 hours of my job just by myself. And I wanted something to kind of keep me company. And it was like, okay, I was looking for retro. That was actually the term that I looked for.
Oh, nice.
And you guys were on the first page. You weren't like in the first few results, but you were there. And I'm like, retro rewind, what in the heck is this? And it's like, I kind of dug in and I listened to one episode. I can't remember which was the first, but I know it was around May of 2019 that I started listening.
Okay.
And I became a patron not long after because I really started liking what you guys were doing. And I didn't actually know that you live streamed your podcast, and I had no idea that you streamed outside of the podcast. So it took several more months before that happened. But I've been listening for years.
Awesome. Thank you for that question, Geek Devotions. Next up, we have, aside from Geek Devotions again, aside from your wedding, what's your favorite Retro Rewind podcast moment? I think so. I wonder if you mean the live stream, Geek Devotions, since the wedding was live stream. But if
the
you
live
have
stream was that wedding live stream was beautiful.
Yes. Thank you, Ken, again. If you watch this, thank you, Ken, for running that.
Thank you so much for doing that, Ken. That was so wonderful. And thank you for actually being at the wedding to do that for us. What a gift that was.
Yeah. Go ahead.
But honestly, there's so many. I think of the very first time that you guys asked me to be on the podcast.
Oh, yes, for Secret of NIM,
correct? For Secret of NIM. Yeah. And I remember I didn't have a microphone. I didn't have a camera. I actually set up my iPhone on a selfie stick.
Oh, really?
And I was wearing Apple earpods, and I was trying to just hope that my phone wouldn't die in the midst of all of it because it's like, I don't have any of this stuff to do it. But that was a blast. And then I think my ultimate favorite was when you, Paul, and I recorded the episode for The Wedding Singer, just because that is one of my all-time favorite movies. Yes. It's a family favorite for my family. So being able to review that movie and have it be like something that was special, we didn't stream it. It was just very intimate.
And that was right. We recorded that right before the wedding.
We recorded that, the Friday before we got married. So that was a really special time.
Aw, awesome. Let's see. Moving on to Geek Devotions again. He asked, is Smug Cisco, I assume it's you, Dallas, but if it's you and Celeste, let me know. Is Smug Cisco an on-air only thing, or does the captain act like that off-screen too? I know what we're talking about. I act the same way on and off the camera.
He has his moments. I will say he has his moments. Charming, what you see on his streams, it's just an over-amplified version of how he actually is. Yeah. And that was something that he told me pretty early on, like, what you see is what you get. I'm just a little more zany and over the top. But he's just an exaggerated version of who he is. But yes, Smug Cisco does surface from time to time in real life. And sometimes he needs to get knocked down a peg.
No, he needs to be encouraged.
No.
We need to encourage people, even Smug Cisco.
Pride comes before the fall.
Yeah, I guess one way you could think about it is if you have a TV signal or a radio signal, if you're hearing, you're like, let's say it's a radio and you're listening to your song, it's whether you're listening to it at 1 volume or 10 volume, it's still the same song, but it's just more amplified. I guess that'd be a way I would describe it for my personality, off stream and on stream. Does that make sense? Okay, good. I'm glad that makes sense. All right, let's see here. Geek Devotions had said May of 2019 would have been them doing all anime month, so your first RP would have possibly been Akira, Princess Mononoke, or Cowboy Bebop. Okay.
I remember listening to Cowboy Bebop.
Oh, okay, cool.
I still haven't listened to the Akira episode.
Well, we're going to watch Akira. You haven't seen Akira yet. I'd recommend watching it first.
But yes, I do remember listening to the Cowboy Bebop. That might have been the first.
Oh, wow, okay. Let's see. Paul says, what's an example of a disrespectful question?
I'll let you know when we cross one.
Exactly. Ha ha ha, Paul. Let's see. So try asking one. Something about my pile and Holy Grail.
Let's see what happens.
Ashley, what's from Paul again? What's your favorite Star Wars character?
Han Solo.
Oh, okay. Really?
Yep.
What's your favorite non-humanoid? Non-human
character?
Yeah, non-Terran, character.
Terran.
I don't know. That's a term for humanoids or human.
Not within the Star Wars realm.
Okay, fine. I went to StarCraft. Sue me. Okay, so who's your favorite?
StarCraft.
Who's
or
your favorite alien?
Marvel Universe. Oh my goodness. Honestly, if I'm gonna have to pick, I'm gonna pick the baby. I'm gonna pick Baby Yoda, aka Grogu from The Mandalorian, just because he's so adorable.
He is.
If you made me pick a droid, I'd probably pick R2-D2.
Okay, nice. That works. Yes, amplified, Paul, exactly. Let's see. Now we have from Star Fox. He says, will you start up a dance ministry in your new state? Oh, that's a great question. Because you were doing you're part of a dance ministry in Colorado. So yeah, tell us about that.
Yes. So I volunteered with Redemptive Dance Ministries for 10 years. And when I was in Colorado, and since I've moved, we've actually opened up like 4 different chapters in the state of Colorado.
Wow. And one in Zimbabwe too, right?
So yes, they opened the second chapter opened in Zimbabwe last December. And then in this calendar year, they opened a second location in a city not too far from where I was living in Castle Rock. There's also one with Denver Christian. And then there is one out of another church. So there's 3 chapters in the state of Colorado, one in Zimbabwe. They're opening a second chapter in another city within Zimbabwe. And they're also looking to open a chapter in Kenya. And another chapter in Colorado. So there's definitely opportunities there. And if I ever were to make a connection with someone here who was a believer, who had some dance instruction background, I would happily partner with them to have a chapter of RDM here in the Hillsborough area. But
it's not something you really want to run yourself.
Yeah, it's not something I want to do myself because I have a dance background, but I'm not an instructor by any means.
Gotcha.
I have the passion, I have the drive. I could definitely help support an organization, but I don't think being an instructor is all that it's cracked up to be because I helped teach, but I am not a dance teacher.
Gotcha. All right. Totally fair. Good question, Star Fox. Let's see. Any others? Yeah. Paul says, why does Francisco have a green screen but not utilizing it? I don't really have an answer to that. I thought about that.
He would have to answer that.
Yeah. So I was thinking I'd do something, and then we have this weird, so we're using this funky setup for those that want a little peek behind the green screen. I am having me and Ashley on Restream right now. Like this is, I'll even show you, this is sort of what it looks like. So this is the normal Restream that anyone who's been on the show before knows what it looks like, can see it. And so I'm not currently, this is in sort of the recording area of Restream. So I'm just using it to display the video and pump in the audio, even though me and Ashley are actually going through the same mixer board. But this should work fine for if you guys come on, and if you come on remotely. And then what I'm doing is we're going to, when we switch over to Jackbox, the reason we're doing this way is because we have 2 cameras. And then when we switch over to Jackbox, we could do, this should work. So I'll do this. Except I don't want that. I need to do this also. And now we'll be down here and we'll be playing. You could see us and see the game too, and you can join in. And so because I have that, Paul, I didn't have time to figure out, okay, now how do I also key out my screen and all that? There's just other extra logistics that I just didn't have time to figure out. So because we were doing it this way.
Yeah, plus eating dinner was more important.
Yes, eating dinner was more important. I agree. All right, let's go back to the interview. Good question though, Paul. Because I want to see green, that's why, Paul. Paul asks, what's one of the things that doesn't make Ready Player One one of the best movies ever? Is that, I mean, you've seen Ready Player One.
I have seen Ready Player One. I haven't read the book, so I didn't have much context going in. All I knew is people were always telling me, oh, it's so good, it's so good, it's so good. I'm like, it was fine. I didn't think it was great. I didn't think it was bad. I thought it was just fine for what it was trying to do.
So what could have made it better? Maybe that's a better question to ask. What do you think it could have done to have been better? Like it fell short in this specific way.
I don't feel like it fell short in any way, shape, or form. I just felt like it was fine.
Oh, okay.
I guess I don't think I was all that interested in it because I'm like, it was kind of like this dystopian society, and people had these horrible these horrible living arrangements. They lived in squalor.
Yeah.
And their only escape was this virtual world. And I'm like, okay, is this trying to predict the future because people are so chained to their phones and technology? Is this where we're kind of going to end up in this world where all we have is this form of escapism? So I thought that was really well done. But at the same time, I'm like, if this is all they have, then this is really, really sad. So if anything, it being an allegory for the dangers of technology and people being overly dependent on it and not having too much of escape because reality is just so horrible that this fiction, this fantastical version of life is so much better. If anything, it was just sad.
Okay. So it could have been happier, I think is what you're saying.
It could have been happier, but I don't think it would have been authentic.
Because absolutely.
That was the story that's the scenario that was created in the story. That
absolutely.
The world stinks. This place is slightly better, but But if the corporations get control of it, it's going to stink too because they're going to nickel and dime us to death.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Paul asks, what's the number limit of these questions? There isn't one, Paul. It just keeps going until you guys are done asking.
Yep.
Let's see. From Dale, he says, what was your favorite cartoon character as a kid? And is it still now? Or what is your favorite one now? Is it the same, different?
I don't know. As a kid, I remember watching a lot of different cartoons, like classic cartoons like Looney Tunes and Scooby-Doo and so many different. But I think as a kid, my favorite cartoon characters probably were the 80s iterations of the Care Bears.
Oh, yeah.
Because I remember watching their movies. We rented them on VHS, and I loved those movies. And I loved watching their Care Bear Family series in reruns, and it was really cute. I don't think they're my favorite now. I'm not like a huge cartoon fan, at least American, like Western cartoons.
Yeah. We watch anime.
We watch a lot of anime.
Yeah.
I know that they're animated, but I don't consider them in the same league as traditional Western animation.
Yeah.
But probably if I had to choose now, I would say probably Scooby-Doo, just because it's just such a fun series and it's had so many fun iterations. And I love that it's still very alive and well in today's society. And I just think of what it did a couple of years, like at least a decade ago when it did Mystery Incorporated. And I absolutely adored that series.
Aww,
so I would probably say Western animation cartoon will go with Scooby-Doo.
Okay. Very cool. And I just chuckled because Paul said, what did you say, Paul? I thought was hilarious. Oh no, my restream died. Hold on, guys. Let me restart this because it's like, I'm going to choke and not work. Blah, ha, ha. Stop toying with me, He-Man. Or something like that. Let me bring it up again. Restream. The questions are still working, guys. It's just the chat so I can see YouTube, Facebook, all of it. I'm trying to get to work again here. Okay, well, so I'm lost anything in chat, but Paul had said something funny. Oh, no, D-Tongues had said something funny that Ashley is very interesting. We'll be here till 3 a.m. Well, okay, then. Then we're here till 3 a.m. Snuggle in, guys. Snuggle in.
Get some snacks.
Exactly.
Get cozy.
Let's see. Then we have Neko asks, what made you so in love with singing? And if you would have to sing a Disney song to mess with Francisco? Oh my gosh.
Well, I've loved singing as long as I can remember. My mom said that I was singing no sooner than I knew how to talk. And that before I was forming full sentences, like I would sing bits and pieces of songs. And she said, Ashley, you always seem to like the sound of your own voice. So I think that's where it started. And I still very much agree that I like the sound of my voice.
I love the sound of my own voice.
But I'll say in the last several decades, especially since getting saved, I realize it's such a gift to have been given this and to be able to share it with other people is a major delight. And I'll tell you, I did try out for The Voice. It didn't really make it anywhere. I won The Voice at my company for the location that I was at, but it never really amounted to more than singing karaoke or singing for Francisco.
Which I love.
when I try to annoy him by singing a Disney song, most of the time it's "You're Welcome."
But I like that.
I know you like the song, but I do it in spite of you because I'll do something snarky and then I'll be, "What can I say except you're welcome?"
Isn't there some Disney song though that you sing that I don't like? I feel like
I don't know.
Maybe not. Well, no. I mean, the Little Mermaid ones that you were singing recently, they did sound nice.
But they were from the musical, so
yeah, that's true.
Like, it's a different iteration of Disney, and it's like I'm not like watching the musical and making you endure it with me. I'm just referencing the music.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, that's the tough one.
I'm sure if I were to sing something from Frozen, you'd be like,
"Oh, there you go." But you don't like Frozen either.
I don't like Frozen either, so that's not going to happen.
Yes, high five. Other side. No, yeah. There. Yes, there we go.
You know, I could give you a high five in real life.
Well, yes, but that wouldn't be fun. I mean, it'd be fun. Let me continue on. Okay. Geek Devotions asks, what's Retro Rewind podcast rating would you give The Princess Bride and why? Oh, that's a good question. It says, Paul won't let us cover it.
Honestly, I would give it a classic.
Yeah.
The Princess Bride was never something that I didn't see The Princess Bride until I was a freshman in high school. Mm-hmm. So I went a good long portion of my life without ever experiencing it. Oh, and wow. I had a friend who was like, "You need to see this movie." And I fell in love with it. And it was just so sweet and adorable. And I'm like, "Hey, that's the guy from Robin Hood Men in Tights." I'm like, "It's Robin of Locksley." And I liked his character so much more, and it was just so incredibly sweet. Uh-huh. And then finding out like it was a book, and then I read the book, and it was wonderful. Uh-huh. But yes, it would definitely be a classic. I can't think of any other rating that movie would garner.
Okay, very good. So I just looked. We're just under halfway through all the questions. So how do you feel? Are you good with these?
I got this. Okay. We got this.
I might go a little faster, guys.
It's okay. I can talk fast too. I'm from New York after all.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Great question, by the way, Geek Devotions. Paul says, have you been to Goonies Rock yet? No, I haven't. No. I haven't. I know you're talking about Haystack Rock and
Astoria.
No, it's not. So
it's not actually in Astoria.
No, that's Cannon Beach. So that part is filmed at Cannon Beach, which is down like essentially an hour and 20 west of here where we're at now. Astoria is northwest 2 hours about.
Okay.
So yeah, that's where most of Goonies takes place, but that first race is at Cannon Beach and Haystack Rock.
Okay.
Or Haystack Rock at Cannon Beach.
We have not.
No, we have not. Yeah. Long story short, too late. Okay. Next is Who's Harry Crumb? I don't think I've seen Harry Crumb, Paul. I know that's a John Candy movie.
Okay. No, I have not. No, I don't know that reference.
That's the name of the movie.
Okay. So I've seen 2 John Candy movies.
There you go. Neko says, wait, Northwest Oregon? Are you near Gravity Falls? Apparently, though I've never seen Gravity Falls.
I haven't seen Gravity Falls either. I know there's a pair of twins.
Are there? See, that's even more than I know.
And their uncle wears a weird fedora.
Okay. Dale says, what flavor bean is your favorite thus far? Like for me to eat or for her to eat?
I don't have a favorite. It's just as long as I don't get that dang dirty used bandage.
Oh,
that
so
is
bad.
Deplorable. That or spoiled milk. Spoiled milk and that one are the worst. I mean, dead fish is bad, but nothing is worse than used bandage.
All right. I don't like I feel like the liver.
Oh, that one was, I got that one too. That one was really, really, really bad. The one that doesn't really taste like anything is the one that you call slightly rotten peach or tepid bark.
Yes.
Every time you say that, I just can't help but giggle. It's way too funny.
Paul asks, what's your favorite tongue twister? Oh.
It would probably, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
Ah, nice. Good job. Good job.
Because we have woodchucks in upstate New York.
Oh. I always thought woodchucks were a made-up creature.
They're real.
I know this now.
They're
just always
cute and chubby. Groundhogs. They're adorable.
Geek Devotion says, what's your favorite Monty Python the Holy Grail quote?
It is the rabbit.
Are you happy now, Geek Devotions? Are you happy now? What is this for? Says Miss Wyndham. Oh, so great question, Miss Wyndham. So for those that are like Miss Wyndham,
it's to stroke Francisco's ego.
Yeah, exactly. Oh,
and the need to try something that was all but dead.
All but dead. How dare you? No, this is rewind. This is something we're calling. I'm calling Rewinder Remarks, Miss Wyndham. We did several years ago, but I wanted to do this for our Friday nights when we're not doing the podcast. I'm going to interview one of you, our awesome rewinders, and we'll just do general questions. Right now, we're doing questions from you guys in the audience, in chat, and then after we've gone through all the questions, we're going to play a game that the guest selects. So Ashley chose You Don't Know Jack because she wants to see me destroy her in it.
Nope,
I don't know
you're
why.
gonna be destroyed.
But and then so her and I will play one round. You guys can watch that. Then after that, we'll open up, play 1 or 2 games with all of you. Hopefully you'll be able to join us for that. So hopefully that explains it. If you have another question for Ashley, ! Question or ! Q, and then your question in chat, and we'll keep them going. Paul says, what's a movie that each of you love that the other cannot stand? Oh,
Top
what
Gun.
a good question.
You love Top Gun, and I loathe it.
Yeah. Oh, gosh.
I don't know what's true of something that I like that you can't stand.
I don't know. I feel like I have more eclectic taste than you do.
You do.
Let me bring this up.
I like Mean Girls. You don't like it.
I don't like Mean Girls, but I'm just we had this when we were first dating. We had this a spreadsheet where we would essentially say, hey, you watch this if I watch this. So we trade, movies and shows back and forth. We're still in the midst of Dragon Ball Z right now. But let's see if I can find it because there are things on there that and then we would rate them afterwards, whether we liked it or not. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Do you remember what's called My Love?
No. It's like Francisco Ashley's share list or something.
Yeah,
like
let's
that.
see. Maybe it's shared.
But I at least know something that you love that I don't like at all is Top Gun.
Yes. Why don't you like Top Gun? Poor Top Gun. What? What?
Is the thing to say.
Really?
Right.
Really, Geek Devotions.
Christmas Day. That's the island greeting that we send to you from the land where.
Can you hear this?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Here we know that Christmas will be green and bright. The sun to shine by day and all the stars by night. Maka is a wise way to say Merry Christmas to you.
So the only 2 things that I have thumbs down of the things you shared with me were Scream Queens, the first episode, and Talladega Nights. So I guess I'll go with Talladega Nights.
Talladega Nights is so good, though.
There are good parts, but I'm like, I would never watch this again.
Should make you watch Blades of Glory. I like that movie.
No!
I like that movie even more than Talladega Nights. It's ridiculous. So
Because you're starting, Francisco. Yeah, I know you're thinking of Geek Devotions.
it's a good movie. Mr. Feeney plays a character.
Oh, that's cool.
He plays like a committee member.
So yeah, Top Gun and Talladega Nights. Let's see.
Close
Thank you,
enough.
Paul. Apple Dan says, do you like drama? Not people find and misunderstanding, but what plays and performances have you enjoyed in your life? Did you ever go like theater productions or anything? I know you're in a couple.
I've been in a couple of theater productions and I've gone to a couple.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll tell you over the years, most of the things that I've endured, like seeing live, have been musicals.
Endured?
Yes, endured. Pretty much everything I've seen in a theater space has either been like a concert or a musical, and musicals are inherently dramatic, so I've enjoyed those. And sometimes like dramatic films, like that just really get at you. Those are so good. I can't think of any good ones off the top of my head. But I like good drama.
Awesome. Have you? Oh wait, I was gonna say, have you ever seen A Few Good Men? But that has Tom Cruise in it. So.
I have seen A Few Good Men.
And isn't it great?
It's fine.
It's so good.
It's fine.
You can't handle the truth, Ashley. Okay.
Yes,
Great
sure.
question, Apple Dance. Paul says, what would it take for you to finally destroy a D-pad?
I don't know. Francisco's made up his mind that I already have, and he still continues to call me that to this day.
Exactly. If you haven't, why would I call you that?
I was going to say, okay, if I'm going to destroy a D-pad, I'm going to destroy it by throwing it at his head.
So violent. Gosh. Guys, you agree with me. I would do nothing to deserve such an act against me, right?
No, you know that it was justified and he did something to deserve it.
So, okay, but so it'd have to be something that just riled you up so much that's like, here's a D-pad, boom, Francisco.
Yep.
All right.
Pretty much.
Wow. Let's see. What is Q for? That just stands for question. Yeah. Let's see. Good Vote says, what's your favorite Paul J. Powers quote? Oh, that's interesting.
Slow and boring is probably the best one.
By the way, guys, all the overlays and stuff should still be working. That's another advantage of doing it this way.
I'll also say, like, he doesn't personally say it, but his soundboard says it a lot.
Oh.
I really love his little clip of Arnold. Really, any of the Arnold clips, especially, like, we're going to play a game. It's really fun. It's called Who is Your Daddy and What Does He Do?
Who's your daddy and what does he do? That's not. Who's your daddy and what does he do? That kind of works. All right. Yes. Let's see. Paul says, does calculus ever make appearance off the stream?
Yes. Yes. Calculus shows up quite frequently, asks me why I don't like him.
Yeah, why do you like me, Ashley?
Yes, we have these conundrums.
Slow and boring.
It happens, and I don't answer it because it's just a manifestation of Francisco's subconscious. Is he really here? I don't know.
I think Francisco's a manifestation of my subconscious. What do you think of that?
I think she's ignoring me, Francisco. Yeah, you got that, calculus? You're brilliant. All right. Let's see. Miss Wyndham says, how do you keep your hair from getting tangled up?
I brush it.
I mean, that works.
Although I don't brush it that often because like I've got wavy hair. So the more I brush it, the fluffier it gets. So usually I just finger style it.
What a picture, Geek Devotion.
So yeah. And I use a lot of product in it to try to make it less frizzy.
Nice.
Before it dries.
I keep my hair cut really short. That's how I keep it from getting tangled up.
That's how it works for you. But I'll tell you, like, I'm surprised my hair doesn't get more tangled up because, like, Francisco, you can speak to it. Like, I just wear my hair down probably 99.9% of the time. And it usually looks about the same most of the time. So it's like, when it's wet, I put in product and it just kind of sets.
Exactly. I don't know why the launch command's not working for you. Did I turn those off? Hold on. Maybe I turned ship boss off.
Do we really want like Smotron
showing
of
course
up in
we
the
do.
midst of this?
Well, yeah. Why wouldn't we want that? That's like the best. The best around.
Well, the fact that you actually quote Smotron in real life is enough.
He's not dead. Pay no attention to that victory music. You did not kill him. You do not get a bean boozled for that. So now the ship, you can move him around. You just won't be able to fire him until Smotron shows up. If you want to move him around on my face or Ashley's, I guess you can. Okay. Thank you, Miss Wyndham, for that question. Let's see. Geek Devotion says, how did you come to know Christ? Oh, what a great question. By the way, Christ, lowercase, really, Geek Devotions?
Well, Jesus the Christ. Well, long story short, so I grew up Catholic. I didn't really have any kind of personal walk with Jesus. When I was 16, my parents got divorced. I lost 2 of my grandfathers in about a 6-month period. So life steadily fell apart in that time. And I was like, well, if there was a God, he wouldn't do this to me. Really feeling like I was being victimized in all of my circumstances and chose to walk away and walked in the darkness from about 16 to about 23. And when I was 23, it was my last semester and I was student teaching and I got in a really bad car accident. And I feel like that was kind of the precursor to me getting saved because there were so many things that were happening in that season of life that the Lord used to get my attention. He saved my life in that car accident. If I was told that if the car that struck me and totaled my vehicle had been 6 inches to the left, that I would have been killed instantly. So the fact that I survived and all I walked away was some minor bruises and whiplash, it really got my attention. And I ended up moving from New York to Colorado after I didn't make it through student teaching, and my dream at that point was dashed. And I just remember one of the very first nights that I moved to Colorado, it was storming, which was really unprecedented because it doesn't really storm like really heavy rain in the summertime. It usually will rain for a little bit and then go, but it was raining all night. So I woke up at midnight and for whatever reason, I felt really compelled. Lord God, like I am a sinner and I need to be saved. And all I remember is I went to Psalm 51 and I prayed a sinner's prayer, and I went to my computer and I looked up, I did a Google search on churches in my zip code at that time. And the first church the first church that came up in my Google search was the first church that I went to after making the decision to follow God. And I went to church that Sunday. That was on a Saturday. And I went to church that Sunday.
Wow.
And that was the church that I met my friend Heather, who started the dance ministry at. That was the church that I got baptized at. That was the church that I was largely a part of for about 5 years. Things transitioned. Went to a different church after that, and kind of was always in between church families because I always felt like I was at odds. But God used everything in my life. I'm a firm believer in Romans 8:28 that he works all things for our good for those who love him. And he was even doing that for me when I was not a believer yet.
Yeah.
Just using things to get my attention and say, I've never given up on you. I want to make your life better. And just come home, child.
Yeah.
And it was just such a wonderful thing to have him save me, because when I decided to walk away, like, I was struggling with depression for a really long time. There was a period of my life that I was suicidal, feeling like things weren't worth it. And he saved me time and time again when I had my back turned. So
Aw. Thank you so much for sharing that, Ashley. Wow. Great testimony. Ashley says, Geek Devotions. Jitung says 2 of her grandfathers. How many did she have? 6? No, just 2.
No, I had 2.
Oh my gosh.
My mom's dad, he passed away in October. And then my parents got separated in April of the following year. And then my dad's dad passed away that May. So it was a rough 6 months or so.
Yeah. Albadan said one of her grandfathers died a week before she was born.
Aww.
And then, so she never met him. And then her other grandpa died while she was away at camp. Oh, that's rough. That is tough. Let's see. Next up, what's your favorite Bible translation and why from Geek Devotions?
Honestly, I have always been a fan of the ESV. Just because it's always spoken in a certain way to me. It's just very, very interestingly written. It's easy to understand. It's not too flowery like some translations. I am a little attached to the NASB because you love it so much and we reference it so much. What I'm fond of, but it makes me giggle, is the King James Version.
Oh, okay.
Just because I can't say some of the words and I stumble over them and then it makes me laugh. And sometimes I just find myself giggling at that translation just because it just feels so pious and like highfalutin. And it's just like, I know what it's trying to say, but I can't pronounce it. I'm stumbling on my words, so it makes me giggle.
That's fun. Let's see. D-Tungsten says, what's a dance ministry? How does that work?
Well, a dance ministry is a Christ-focused dance program. Now, my friend Heather, she had it on her heart. She grew up actually taking dance training. She was a professional dancer in New York City on Broadway for several years. And most of the dance programs across the country, they're just in the normal world. They're not. They don't have a Christ focused or anything. Traditional dance studios, they're highly competitive. Girls can be terrible to each other. We wanted to redeem dance for the Lord and make it be a place where we were glorifying God through dance. And when she created the ministry, she wanted the curriculum to be focused on Christ. So all of the curriculum is inspired by scripture. All of the music used is Christian music. It has every piece of choreography has heart work tied to scripture. There's a specific verse, and the kids pray together in class. They actually have a worship class that people can participate in. We have prayer meetings for the ministry. All the instructors are believers. They lead their classes in prayer. It's just all the focus is on God.
That's so great.
So we're redeeming dance for God, and it's been one of the most beautiful things that I have had the privilege of experiencing, because I grew up dancing too, and I grew up in a secular studio, and oh my gosh, some of the things that would be said to me over the years. Oh, you're too big to dance. Oh, you have wrong feet. You have no rhythm. Why are you even in this class? You can't keep up with us. And honestly, like back in the day, I just remember I was like, I didn't care. And then I think there was this one person who was just so mean to me that I just, out of spite, made myself a better dancer because I just wanted to prove her wrong.
That's right.
I'll show you.
That's right. Where are you now?
So I did. And by redeeming it and taking it back for God, everyone is supportive and encouraging for one another. And I will say that we actually have, within the ministry itself, we actually have a program for people to have a company of dancers, and they're our main performers, and they have discipleship group with each other. They're going through studies with one another. They're praying for one another. They're actually raising up the younger generation in discipleship, and it's such an incredibly beautiful thing to see.
That's so great. I just have a question sort of off that. Is it co-ed or can...
It is co-ed.
Okay, cool.
I mean, I'll say it's predominantly female. We've had males over the years, but they've usually only ever taken like hip hop.
Okay.
But we've had the odd male over the years. And one of the instructors for tumbling, he's actually male.
Okay, very cool. Awesome. All right. Thank you for that question, D. Tungsten. Paul says, if you could learn another language, what would you pick?
I already know Spanish, so I can't say. I probably want to learn Japanese.
Konnichiwa.
You don't speak it either, so it wouldn't work either.
Ega oga kawaii, ne?
Learn to speak Spanish, Ruiz.
Listo. Let's see. Alban says, do you like cooking?
Yes, I do. But I think I would say I prefer baking to cooking.
Indeed.
But I'm a good cook, and I'm an even better baker.
Absolutely. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Let's see. Paul says, what's your favorite question?
All of them.
Ha ha ha, Paul. Let's see. Star Fox says, are you a Tron fan? If so, which movie was better, the original or the remake? I love them both.
I haven't seen either of them. So. Any reference that I have for Tron is what I know from Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. By the way, because I know you were asking, I like Legacy a bit more than the original, but because you asked, Star Fox. Let's see. Geek Devotion says, what's the worst anime you've ever seen?
Bo.
That's the name?
Yep.
Yeah, that sounds anime-ish.
It's pretty bad.
I've never heard of it. Let's see. Paul says, or asks, if there is no time in heaven... Oh my gosh, Paul. We buried the hatchet on this one, but okay. If there is no time in heaven, how can one sing in heaven?
You'll have to ask God.
All right. Fair enough. Geek Devotion says, or asks, what's your favorite part of the Retro Rewind podcast community?
Honestly, I love it when people take the time to share their memories of movies.
Yeah.
Just seeing what other people experienced and seeing what similarities we had or what their favorite part was versus what they didn't like about it. So that's always interesting to me, being able to compare our memories and to compare our likes and dislikes.
Yeah. D-Tongue says, Japanese, me too. That's awesome.
Isn't that all of us in a way?
Exactly. We all want to learn Japanese. Let's see. Geek Devotions again asks, if you were to play spades, who would you prefer on your team, Paul or Francisco? I don't even know how spades works. Is that like hearts but different? I don't know how
spades works, but I'm always just going to have to go with my husband. He's my partner in life, so you'll be my spades partner too. Okay,
what about if we were playing guillotine? Can you believe this, Paul?
I've played for you.
I know you have. You've humored me with that. Thank you so much, my love. All right. Neko asks, I'm making a role-playing game right now on RPG Maker. And if you had to make a monster for a role-playing game, what would it be called and what would it be like? Ooh.
Really have no idea. I've always wanted to see a giant cat monster.
Cat monster.
It's not something that you really see much of it. They're all like giant like lizards like Godzilla, or they're giant insects like you've got Mothra and you've got all these other things, but why no giant cats?
Okay, that'd be kind of cool. Like are you thinking like house cat like or like saber-toothed tiger, like lion, anything like that, but
giant house cat.
Giant house cat. All right. that'd be interesting.
Meow wow was I don't know what
is
you
that would be
it.
yeah.
Meowga?
Meow. Oh, I like that.
Meowga. There you go.
Meowga. Yes. Make it happen, Neko. Paul says or asks, where are you in your Dragon Ball Z watch? And what's been your favorite moment so far?
We're in the Cell games. They just started.
Yep.
We've been introduced to Mr. Satan. And I just keep telling Francisco, like, I love this guy. He's ridiculous. You'll understand more soon. And honestly, in all of DBZ, the Cell saga is my favorite. We're coming up to my favorite part. of DBZ.
Can you point it down just a little bit? Because I think I'm not hearing it quite as well.
Did it drift a little bit?
Yeah, there you go.
Is that better?
I think that's better. Thank you.
Okay, so we're in the Cell games. The Cell Saga is my favorite, and we're coming, as we continue throughout the Cell games, we're going to be coming to my favorite part in all of the DBZ series.
Yay. All right. And then, let's see. Dale asks, do you favor popular films or more independent films?
Generally, I've kind of gone with the flow.
Like mainstream films
mainstream films. I mean, I've seen some obscure things here and there. Like, I've gone through Netflix libraries, and I'm like, I've never heard of this movie. Let me give it a watch. But I don't know. I've lived under a rock for so long over the last couple of years. I haven't really seen any mainstream releases.
Yeah, same here.
I've really just been watching the things that I like.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. All right. Let's see. Geek Devotions asks, wow. Nintendo Ninja, Rilo Ken, and Calculus enter a cage fight to the death. Who walks out the victor and why?
Well, technically the cow is going to win because he's an extension of Francisco. And
aren't they all, though?
They kind of are in a way, but honestly, I think the cow is going to be the winner take all. Just because I feel like the cow's been around the longest.
Calculus! Calculus! I can hear it now, Francisco. I'm the winner.
Yeah, okay, Calculus.
And I think if anyone deserves to win, it's the cow. It would make the children happy.
Yeah, they don't have as much of a connection with
nope,
the other ones. No. Great question, Geek Devotions. Let's see. And then you said, quote, oh, you're trying to be cute, Geek Devotions. Okay. Paul asks, I think we're almost to the end of these. What are you most excited about coming up this year, Ashley?
Well, honestly, I'm just excited to make it through our first year of marriage.
Yeah.
And to really just continue on in life with our family and just make new traditions as we go through the seasons. Mm-hmm. That's probably been the biggest thing I've been looking forward to. I was just looking forward to making it out here from Colorado, not knowing when I was gonna move, and then it happened far sooner. So yeah, just spending time with the family and creating new memories and traditions.
Awesome. Let's see. Paul asks, what's your favorite Christian music artist, and why isn't it DC Talk?
I know of DC Talk, but that unfortunately is not my favorite. So my favorite Christian group is Casting Crowns. I have seen them in concert at least 4 times.
Wow.
And each time I've seen them in concert with my mom. So I wouldn't call my mom a believer. She knows of God. She doesn't have a deep relationship with him. But I feel like she gets glimpses of God's goodness through Casting Crowns music. And Casting Crowns was the first Christian song that I ever heard. And it was the Voice of Truth. And I remember turning on my radio on the way to church after I gave my life to God. And Voice of Truth was the very first song that I heard. And I just remember bursting into tears.
Yeah.
Just saying, okay, I'm going to choose to listen and believe the Voice of Truth. And honestly, all of their songs have had a deeply profound impact on my life. And there's always been a song for pretty much anything that I can reference. And I just think, Francisco, of like how often like I make references to Casting Crown song, and I'm always singing them to you with whatever we're going through. So I would have to say, hands down, Casting Crowns is my favorite.
Very good, very good. Paul asks, who's a better dancer, Chris Farley or Patrick Swayze?
I'm gonna say Chris Farley, just because that Chippendale skit is ridiculous. And I am not a fan of the movie Dirty Dancing, so sorry, Swayze. Rest in peace, both of you.
Wow. Geek Devotions asks, will there be pie in the new millennium, and will I get one of yours before the new millennium starts?
Well, if anyone makes it to Oregon, yes, there will be pie.
So people have to drive out here for me to get pie?
Husband, I will make you pie.
When?
Thanksgiving.
All right, I guess I'll take that.
Or if you want pie for your birthday, I'll do that too.
Nah, I want
But
cake.
you really have to, I mean, until then, I'll just make you the apple crisp, which is basically purified pie filling.
So yummy. She makes it just like my mom's apple pie filling used to be, at least how I remember it. It's like remarkable.
It's extraordinary that I just found a random recipe. I was looking for something. This was before he got his gallbladder out, and we're like, well, what can I make him that gets because Francisco has a major sweet tooth. In case anyone
No,
know.
I don't have a major sweet tooth. I don't know what you're talking about.
He wanted.
Where am I not outrageous?
He wanted something sweet. And I was like, well, it has to be low fat. How in the world am I going to make something sweet and satisfying? And I found this recipe. And he's like, this tastes just like my mom's apple pie filling. I'm like, that's a God thing.
Yeah,
like, wow.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's see. Paul asks, what's the best segment in the Retro Rewind podcast? What segment do you think needs the most improvement? I appreciate how you're getting us to this. We're just figuring out how to do the podcast right. That's what this all is. Just a way for me and Paul to do the podcast right now. What segment do you think needs the most improvement or even needs to be thrown in the dumpster fire?
I don't think any segment necessarily needs to be thrown in the dumpster fire.
Mm-hmm.
I will say my favorite segment that y'all do is always the spiritual speculation.
Even
if I don't necessarily have anything to spiritually speculate on,
mm-hmm.
I've always enjoyed the discussions and the fact that you have always had it on your mind to have those spiritual conversations
mm-hmm.
about the things that you're reviewing.
Yeah.
I've always enjoyed listening to them, being part of them. It's just something deeper to something that's just wonderfully fun.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you, Ashley. Good question again, Paul. Paul asks, if you could have one animation cell displayed in your home, what would it be of? I mean, I'm going to guess something from Beauty and the Beast, but what would be
probably would be something from Beauty and the Beast. I just love in the very beginning of the film when they're actually going in onto the castle and it's just the castle in the woods
mm-hmm.
and there's this babbling brook and it's just so incredibly beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Or at the very, very end where you've got the stained glass scene, it would be probably something from Beauty and the Beast just because the animation in that movie is just so hauntingly beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. What's your favorite genre of games? Asks Apple Dance.
Role-playing games.
Role-playing games. Do you have a favorite role-playing game?
Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts, all right.
Or Final Fantasy X.
Well, which is Paul says, if there is no time in heaven, how can one cast their Oh my gosh, Paul, there is time in heaven, okay? You just want to hear me say it? There's time in heaven, okay?
There's
okay?
time in heaven, and if you have questions about that time in heaven, you'll have to ask God when you get there.
Exactly.
He has all the answers anyway.
He does.
We can only speculate.
Spiritually?
Yeah.
Geek Devotions ask, what's your favorite pie?
Cherry.
Cherry. Very nice.
Yours is apple.
It is. Do you prefer cake or pie? Asks Paul.
Pie.
Pie. And cake or death? Asks Geek Devotion.
Cake.
Cake. Yeah.
Cake.
That's probably preferable to death.
Yeah,
I'd
I don't want death yet.
Oh
It'll be my
gosh.
time eventually, but if I have to choose between the two, it's going to be cake.
Geek Devotions asks, what needs to be added to the Retro Rewind podcast?
I don't know.
All right.
More me? I don't
What
know.
do you think needs to be added, Geek Devotions? More you.
Not
Wow.
more of me. I'm good. I'm there when you need me.
Yeah, which I really appreciate. Geek Devotions says, were you the one who gave Francisco his Mickey Mouse tattoo on his back?
He doesn't have a tattoo. That was photoshopped. My husband does not have baby smooth skin.
One of the kids was actually asking me, Dad, do you have any tattoos? I'm like, no. I'm like, and they're like, why? Because I go through enough pain in my life. I don't need to self-inflict more pain.
They're not that painful, though. I can tell you as someone who has endured one single tattoo in their life, who will never get any more, it wasn't the most painful experience of my life.
That's fine. I don't need to have,
And certainly if you get one, it's not going to be of Mickey Mouse.
No. But I don't ever care to have a tattoo or get piercings or anything like that. That's not my speed. Not disdain one that has them. Like Ashley said, she has one, but
I got one. I got it before I got saved.
Yeah, I mean, even for people that get them after they're saved, I'm not a person who's like, oh, you're going to hell because you have a tattoo. Let's see. Okay. Paul asks, what's your favorite name to call Francisco to get under his nerves? Well, you told one of the kids the other night.
Oh, well, Francisco's been gassy lately, and I called him Fart Cisco. He hates the word fart, and the kids have started picking up on the things that I call him. So they're like, Fart Cisco, and he does not like it. He doesn't like that at all. But yeah, that's probably the number one thing right now. The most recent.
Why do I have these segments? I don't know.
Because you love me?
I do love you. Yes, that's true. Miss Wyndham says, can you please be part of my family, you and Francisco? Oh, that's sweet of you. But you have your own family, Miss Wyndham. And we're part of the Retro Rewind podcast.
We're part of the Retro Rewind, and we're part of God's family.
Exactly.
Too.
God's family, too.
The church family.
Indeed. Let's see. D-Tung says, if there is no time in why is this the thing? If there is no time in heaven, do we have time for heaven? Oh my gosh.
There's always time for heaven. There is time in heaven.
Oh my gosh, you guys. See what you started, Paul?
Let's keep going. Gotta be done with this.
Yes. Geedrosh says, what is your tattoo?
My tattoo?
Mm-hmm.
My tattoo is a Chinese character, and it says believe.
Okay, so 2 more are on the list. We're no more after this, guys.
And I mean, if you really wanted to look, you could probably find it on my Facebook.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Abdance asks, what's your favorite medium of art to use or view, or you think is just the most pleasant? So, like, yeah, well, first let's ask, do you do any sort of artistic things? Nope. Okay, then what's your favorite to look at? Is it animation? Is it drawing? Is it music?
Honestly, if I'm gonna say art medium as a whole, I'm probably gonna say like music, just because it's so therapeutic and it can be so expressive and it can it's just so. Music has always been here for me. I've never been particularly artistic in like the physical art, like painting or drawing or anything like that. I laugh and say that I can't draw a straight line with a ruler, so. Leave my little tree alone. I am not artistic. But I find that I can be artistic through music.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. D-Tung says, and so this is the last one, I think. We'll give D-Tungsten the last question here. I'm just going to double check if that's the case. I think it is, but just to be sure. Oh, no, there's 2 more. These are the last 3 or whatever. So the one from Geek Devotions about time in heaven is the last thing. Okay. D-Tungsten asks, is there something you want to say that we're not asking, and what is it?
I don't know that there's anything that I particularly want to say, except thank you, husband, for having me on.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for being on, Ashley.
Thank you for having me on first. Yeah. I feel very special.
Aww. Thank you for being the guinea pig.
Okay, sure. I mean, I guess I'm the easiest one to make a guinea pig out of because I'm like right here.
That's true. Geek says, are you ready to play Jackbox?
Absolutely.
All right. And Paul
like Donkey Kong
ends this with, if you could ask Jesus anything, what would it be? Is there time in heaven?
No, I don't think I would ask anything.
Oh, okay.
I think I would just want to say thank you.
Aw, yeah.
Because I think I would just be so overwhelmed to not have any words, just to say thank you.
Yeah.
Because I'm just thinking of Casting Crowns lyrics right now from the song Who Am I? And it's like, it's not because of me. It's not because of who I am. It's because of what you've done. Not because of what I've done, but because of who you are. Yeah. So when push comes to shove, when it all comes down to it, everything is because of Jesus. So thank you.
Yeah. Paul asks, can I have another question? No, Paul, even though you just asked one. And D-Tung says, how'd you know it actually says believe and not something bad?
Because I had it verified by someone who actually
speaks Chinese. Aha! If you had, how did I miscount? If you had to guess, when do you think the millennium will begin?
I don't make bets. I don't speculate.
That's fine.
It'll be here when it's here.
If there's no time in heaven, can Paul have the time to ask another question? No.
There is time in heaven.
No more questions.
And he did.
Says right there, no more questions. Okay. All right. Thank you all so much. Now you get to enjoy me crush Ashley and Jackbox.
Crush them into the dirt.
Exactly. And so this round, it's just going to be me and Ashley. But after that, actually, I don't want that one. I want this one.
Yeah, you probably don't want to share the thing until the.
Well, I have it on hide, so it won't be shared anyway. And let me close the questions out so you can see us. But now, no, we're being covered. You're
just going to have to let me know what the code is.
Yeah, I will here in a second.
And it's jackbox.tv, correct?
Yes, jackbox.tv. So we'll be on the side like this.
Okay, because I've got my phone. I'm going to be ready. When I search Jack, the first thing to come up is Jackie Chan.
What? That's funny.
Well, I think that's because we watched Rush Hour recently, and I was definitely like on his wiki, just reading all about Jackie Chan because I love me some Jackie Chan.
Yes.
And I'm like, I can't be the only one who watched his cartoon like back in the day, the Jackie Chan Adventures.
No, I used to like it.
I love
One more thing.
One more thing.
All right, we're gonna play
I
here.
love the Jackie Chan Adventures.
Yay.
At Binge Pipe.
Oh, actually, hold on. Let me go back and go back and increase the setting so you guys can hear stuff. That might be helpful.
You'll love Binge Pipe's menu
All right.
screen.
Can you hear the?
I can hear it,
Okay.
so I can hear it. I just need to
Have the thing to connect. Yes.
Yes.
Binge Pipe asks the
All right.
revolutionary question. Could a fictional framing device for a video game change the entire future of media consumption?
Wow.
Perhaps
Our
it could.
investors sure hope so.
Okay, the code is going to be. Don't join, guys. Oh, and I need to. Hold on. I need to get a window open. Hold on.
I need to be able to see.
Yes. I had a window open that I was going to use for this very purpose. Now I'm trying to figure out which one was
I'm
it.
insufferable.
I'm just some dude that still has his old roommate's password.
I'm gonna live forever.
Wow. Let's see.
Binge
Sure.
Pipe content is like glitter. You'll never be rid of
Room
it.
code is
I got it. I
AH.
see it. Don't say it.
I love the relish that is coming
I
through
just
in this
missed it.
buttercream frosting. But I'm not tasting enough hot dog in the cupcake itself.
I swear I
I've just
saw it
fallen
for
down
a
the
second,
stairs,
and now
but
can't
I feel
see it.
great.
Here, can you see?
Oh my god,
No,
this
no, no, no,
Chinese
no, no.
takeout
No,
place.
no, no.
This isn't a
You gotta
normal
put it in the
restaurant.
private chat.
Look at the
Oh, I can do that. Yeah.
Yeah, put it in the private chat so I.
Well, people will be able to see that. Here, I'll enter.
I've never told anyone that
Okay, fine.
before.
Here.
Not even my mom. Because
meow, meow,
I
meow,
feel
meow.
so close to you, Jennifer.
Oh, you got it. That was it.
That was right.
Yeah.
Whoops-a-doodle.
What's up with that? One.
Because I'm confident.
Oh my
I
gosh.
have confidence in sunshine.
Okay, let me just make sure I
have
get
confidence in
you guys
rain.
up so I can see you still.
I have
Okay, hey,
confidence
Paladin.
that Spring will come again.
I can't draw straight either. That's just my
See,
sketch.
I have confidence in me.
So I'm just going to catch up with chat real quick. Thank you for doing this again. Of course, Dale. Thank you guys for being part of it and
Thank
asking
you
questions.
for like the hours plus worth of questions.
Yeah, wow, that was amazing.
I didn't think it was gonna last nearly that long.
Right? Paladin says, "Oh, Mercy Me's, I can only imagine." Aw, yeah,
Oh,
that's a
man,
great one.
That's a great song.
Why is this crashing on me again?
Oh my god!
It's crashing
my
on
brain
you.
screen just told me
Yeah, I don't know why.
my death.
You know, Coop, I thought my wall thing was pretty scary. You didn't have to one-up me.
So hold on, let me read you this, guys.
An original horror film about a couple who moves into a haunted house way too early in their relationship.
Wow.
Unless you don't want to.
Well,
Okay, everyone's in.
he is streaming tomorrow morning.
Uh huh. Just
and
not
Abridi-
tomorrow night.
Just not tomorrow night because we're having dinner
Binge
with some
Pipe
friends
is
from
pleased to
Community
bring back You Don't Know Jack.
Group. Woohoo! You don't know Jack.
Don't follow the money.
So remember, I'm going to win this,
No, you won't.
and Ashley's not. So
If my mom
just be aware of that.
now, I'd say, "What are you doing, Mom?"
I's Thug Aim? What? Geek Devotions?
I lost the game. There you go.
Damn it!
Three's Company plus Cookie Masterson.
That's true, Dale. You didn't ask about the Millennium. Thank you. I knew it was one of them, but forgot which. Okay. Well, how dare you guys? It's time for question one.
Let's start with, I accidentally joined the Navy. Which of these headlines is just straight up clickbait? You won't believe what this shirtless sailor calls a torpedo. I'm single and call nautical miles the craziest things. I'm waiting for you to give a nickname to my ammo soldier, or my husband doesn't know the military term for kilometers. Do you?
Bah, bah.
Let's see who got it.
I enter my
In the
answer.
U.S. military, kilometers are nicknamed clicks.
You got that too.
Yes.
Ah,
3 clicks away from the
but you don't know your military alphabet, so how'd you know that?
click.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Try this on for size. Everyone deserves to be sassy. So Netflix brought back the show that is now just called Queer Eye, which is great news since my understanding of conditioner has not improved since 2007.
Sassy cow is ready to
Queer
text.
Eye crew decided to solely focus on helping those with just one eye. Which makeover would we not see? Tan shops with Mad Eye Moody, John gives Odin a fun new hairstyle, Bobby teaches Sauron about manscaping, or Karamo helps Hellboy believe in himself. himself.
I think it's this one. We'll see if I'm right. I'm sure I am.
Hellboy
Dang
has
it.
horns, a stone hand, and 2 working eyes. No makeover
All the
for
rest
you.
have one.
Yeah. All the rest have one.
It's a shame because I think the right pair of jeans.
Get your bets in now. Who do you think will win? Me or Ashley? You're probably smart to guess me.
Nope.
Why don't we do it with free?
No.
Here's one I like to call mock blockers.
Ashley, Paul, jeez. Miss Wyndham, oh my gosh. I hate these.
I love these.
I'm going to read off 7 movie titles, and for each one, I want you to tell me if it's a multi-million-dollar blockbuster or a direct-to-video ripoff made by the Asylum Production Company.
Okay, I could probably do this. I think I can do this.
Pick between a blockbuster or a mockbuster.
All right.
We're doing this together, so pay
Here we go.
attention.
We got this, guys.
Atlantic Rim.
I got this one wrong.
Oh, no.
Covenant. The Terminators.
Come on, Francisco. Now's your time to shine. Come on.
The Fate of the Furious. Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. Almighty Thor.
I think it's that one. Jeez, are we both tied still? Golly sakes. What? I got that one wrong.
It would be really sad
Independence Day is
brag to
a
boast it.
blockbuster.
Yeah, but it's not
Now
spelled
let's
that
keep
way.
going.
Dang it.
Need you any
Oh, I should turn that timer off. No more questions.
Why not try?
You hate that, Keith. I got those all right.
What does it mean if you refer to Real Housewife Nene Leakes as Nene Leakes, nay Johnson? She's changing her name to Johnson. Her maiden name was Johnson. Her nickname is Johnson, or she's from a town called Johnson.
I don't know. Why are you asking me questions
only
like
know
this?
from reading a book because
what'd
this
you
character
pick?
got married and she
Don't
would
even
say
look.
nay to blah.
Nay after someone's name is used to refer to their maiden or former name.
Good for Ashley.
Yep.
Whatever you call her, say it.
It's not time anymore, Apple Tats. Your prediction has come to pass. How dare you, Geek Devotions? Oh, wait. No, Apple Dance said that.
There is no hiding from deep shark secrets. If you said I've got bigger fish to fry to a great white shark, what would you be frying? A blue whale, a whale shark, a bluefin tuna, or a giant squid?
I think this one. This one says, go, Ashley.
Okay, who chose what? A whale shark is the biggest fish on Earth.
Because a whale is not
Not a fish.
It's not a fish, it's a mammal.
There
Yep.
in the deepest deep, unmentionable things. Maybe a shark with the face of a dog, or a dog
why
with
I
the
have
face of my
thalassophobia.
mom.
I don't
Who
wanna see any
knows
of
what's
those
down
things.
there?
Oh, yeah. I should have like deepest fear on the as a question.
Thalassophobia.
How's everyone
Fear
doing?
of deep water.
Currently, player 2 is in the lead.
Well
Player
done.
1, on the other hand, you're doing the bad thing.
Looks like it's screw
Doing the
time.
bad
That's
thing.
right, Cookie. Screwing during a question makes life a little tougher for your opponent in a variety of enjoyable ways.
So when me and Ashley play this, we don't play with the screw.
Yeah, thanks.
Because we want to win of our own merits.
Before you get
And
screwed.
you don't
Who does number 2 work for? Exactly.
say, and
it's
you
like
don't.
the first round
Yeah.
didn't even matter.
You don't win of your own accord.
Whale shark.
Very deep.
I win in my own accord.
Try
I can come back.
Build-A-Man Workshop. Which combination of these mythological hybrids would result in a regular full man? Head of a griffin, body of a centaur, head of a merman, body of a fawn, head of a sphinx, body of the minotaur, or head of the chimera, body of Pegasus?
That's tough. I think it's this
I have no
one.
idea. I'm terrible at this.
Hope you like what you picked. That's a human head on a goat's body. A sphinx has a human head and a lion's body. The minotaur has the head of a bull and a man's body.
All right, coming back.
Together and voila,
Getting one question right does not.
That's
come
all I
that
need.
big.
I'm in the lead. See, you should have picked me, guys.
Nope. Would be smarter. That means the right answer is worth a little extra. Don't spend it all in one place.
That's right. Give me that extra yum yum. What'd I say?
Yum yum.
Set.
Oh my.
He's in the lead. Yeah.
Where
Wow.
do I take these rock-blasting explosives? And uh-oh. just
Yay!
slime floor.
I love these.
What is this?
Time for a
I hate these.
I love these.
Remember to type quick. That cash will be counting down.
Hate you, Jack.
An answer. Okay, focus up. Look at this gibberish phrase and tell me what movie title it rhymes with. Go below the far door's quarry. And pay no attention to that punctuation.
I'm just gonna take a
There's
second.
this young smuggler.
Gosh, what could this be? I'm thinking like Star Wars, but I don't think that's it.
In a galaxy far.
This is what? I can't think of what this would be.
Alone. A space battle tale.
Oh, I got it.
What?
I got it.
Oh. Hold on. I got this. Give me a sec. No, give me a second.
Was it? Let's
Dang
get on
it.
with it, shall we?
Hate those. I hate those so much.
I know you do, which is why I love them.
Behold.
Why are you guys laughing?
You. Yeah, all right. That's it's one of those.
Binge Pipe recommends.
Recommends what?
We're always
We
like,
watched Big Hero 6 and The Sixth Sense. We thought you'd enjoy.
Wait, sorry guys. Did I make it so you guys can't see? I'm sorry. I don't know what I did.
Starting water polo team.
Hold on. I messed something up. Okay, I think we're back. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, the stream went weird. I think we're good now. Yeah, what do you want from me? Okay, I do my best over here. Okay, I think we're good now. So are you sure you want to exit? No, I don't want to exit. Okay, let's see. What was the question? You watched Big Hero 6 and The Sixth Sense. You thought you would enjoy.
I have no idea.
I don't know.
is
This
weird.
one, I guess.
And how do we do?
I don't know.
Hey,
I wasn't paying
outward
attention.
effort.
Ah, dang it.
Shouldn't be this hard.
Well, it is.
Volleyball game
What do you want from us?
begins with 6 on either side of the net.
Good for volleyball.
Yeah, I never played volleyball, so I don't care.
How about this one? Exercise is 90% motivation. If someone paid you 1 dozen double chocolate muffins
Whoa.
for every mile you ran, about how many muffins would you earn running a half marathon? 6 dozen double chocolate muffins, 9 dozen double chocolate muffins,
Oh my gosh, with the math.
double chocolate muffins, or 1 baker's dozen double chocolate muffins.
I don't know.
Oh, for a half marathon. Oh, okay. I know that.
Let's see how that shook out.
Dang it.
Marathon is 13.1 miles long, or about 13 dozen double chocolate.
Why'd you have to get that one too? I thought I could move ahead.
I can maths.
Is essentially
I can maths, husband.
Dang it.
It's 13.1. I know.
Math your weakness, Neko. Oh, this is the last one?
look at. With her spoon or without her spoon.
Oh gosh, that's funny.
Keep misremembering the title of HBO's Big Little Lies.
I've seen Big
Which of
Little
these
Lies.
wrong titles most accurately describes the real title?
Okay.
Alliterative slander, onomatopoeia distortion, palindrome perjury, or oxymoronic deceit?
I don't know.
think it's this.
Yeah, I think that one too. Like, I can see what you said.
I don't know.
So who got it?
All these names are great. See?
Big and little are contradictory terms.
Okay, so I had to get it
In
right.
the title Big Little Lies, they describe the same
See?
thing. making
Guys should have gone with the big Cisco over here, but no.
Other popular oxymorons include Jumbo Shrimp and charming trivia show host. What? Which writer wrote that? Time to fire CJ.
Oh, my word, husband.
So one time we played this, and what kept coming up? Frankenstein was the thing that kept coming up?
Frankenstein.
Yeah, which I never experienced that, where just they kept having the same thing.
When you see an answer that matches the category, tap it on your device.
All right, here we go.
The faster you pick a right answer, the more
This is where
if
I
this is-
destroy you.
If it's a category that I have no idea about. Otherwise, I may pull this off.
You might not.
And don't forget,
Who launched the ship?
it's gotta be a match that fits this clue.
Don't distract me with the ship, guys.
Hopefully you know who hangs out at these famous bars and restaurants.
Oh,
Yay!
great. Yes. I don't know. That one? Okay, we'll go with that one, I guess. Oh, God, that 4? Dang it. What? I don't know these. Dang it. I don't watch Square Job Sponge Pants.
See, it's the kids that I know these answers.
SpongeBob SquarePants is what I meant. Who?
Arrested Development.
Oh, is that what this is?
Yes.
Okay, I don't know. I don't know this. Great. What? Algonquin?
I'm not even gonna try because I don't know.
I don't know what any of this is. All right, I just guessed at 1 to try to get 1,000. I got 1,000 on it, so I'll take it. I like how you guys are moving this ship around, this weirdness. Luke's? Who is Luke's? Oh, is it a Gilmore thing? Okay, I can do this. No, I don't think any of those. Sure, that guy. No, hey, you? Okay, I'll take you. I don't watch Gilmore Girls.
I know.
Ah! What is this? Los Pollos Hermanos. Sure, that guy maybe. Dang it, I lost my 1,000 that I gained. You? Okay, there's 500. I'll take it. This is horrible. Is that it? Tell me there's one more. No! No, 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 no. Okay, come on, Francisco. You got this. You got this, Francisco. Maybe.
Player 1.
Yes! Yes!
Nice
Barely.
I told you guys this whole time. Were you trying to get the ship on my face? Get off my face!
Husband, I'm sick. You only win when I'm
Oh my gosh!
You only win when I'm sick.
Oh my gosh, Ashley.
It's true.
Oh
I
my
am
word.
sick.
I suppose that's true, yes.
I am. You only win when I'm sick.
Oh my goodness. So we're gonna do new players, guys. If you would actually like to join on stream and be here with us, let me know in chat and I can. Wow. Wow.
You don't know Jack?
Thanks, Geek
We're
Devotions.
definitely real.
Disconnected? Why did I disconnect? I didn't mean to disconnect. The room code is. There's the room code if you'd like to join. Oh, I never changed the stream title. Whoops. That?
Professional live streamer.
What's
It's
the
never
room
been
code,
easier.
husband?
Thanks to the binge.
CUPF.
Just listen to these satisfied streamers.
I couldn't believe how easy it was to stream with binge playing.
It was like super easy to get started.
There was almost no setup.
There's literally no setup.
No complicated sign-up process. You just click a button and stream.
Pollinator.
I was streaming without even clicking the button.
Oh my
I'm not
gosh.
totally sure what that button does.
All join. Awesome.
I started out just
Like you want to be in the stream, Apple Dance, like on screen, or you just want to join the game?
yeah, there's like no setup. It's just you play it in your browser.
Yeah.
Right now.
Husband, you need to join your own.
Oh yeah, I might want to do that before it fills up.
Put it in a drawer.
What's the stop it, guys? I want to join. I want to join too.
CUPF.
I want to crush you.
CUPF.
And weird.
Binge Pipe streamer program.
That was close.
You're listening to this. It's already too late. You want more Binge
The
Pipe
game, yeah.
programming?
Okay. Looks like you guys are all in. There may be one more. Anyone else?
Cakes and truffles.
Want. Yeah, I got in. El Capitan's my name.
I'm Lady APR. I thought that was fun.
That
If you
is.
asked me to pick, I'd say that's a trick because I love them exactly the same.
Womp. Why are you womping me? Okay, we're gonna go ahead and join. Pollinator, you're gonna Pollinator. Wow, you're gonna have to say everyone's in. So go for it,
'Cause
Paul.
he was in
Because he is the
first.
first one. Yeah.
No, did I get catfished?
Yes. Yes.
In
you
this
did.
case, it was more than one person doing
Okay.
it. So
I will crush you all.
It's Jackbox.tv.
Jackbox.tv. Yeah, exactly.
Jackbox.tv. You can play in your browser, Neko. You can play it on your phone. Okay, we're waiting for Neko.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you, Paul, for saying that. I'm completely culturally dumb, so I'll fail.
Francisco does okay, and so is he.
Wow, Ashley. I'm gonna get this off my face. Get off my face.
You don't have to use your real name.
There we go.
You may put in a joke name. For some of you, Binge Pipe is proud.
I've been playing some variation of You Don't Know Jack since I was a child.
That's amazing.
We have
Wow.
all of the versions of the original
Yeah.
game.
have to succeed, right?
We do.
And they're so 90s pop culture. It's so fantastic.
I'm Sarah. Awesome, Miss Wyndham. Glad you're still here.
Paraphrase my dad.
Appreciate you all of you hanging out for this, for the rewind remarks, and yeah, let me know again if you'd like to be on a future one. So it won't be this next Friday because it's a podcast, but the Friday after will be the next rewind
All right, let's
remarks.
do this thing.
Here we go. Okay, guys, I'm gonna win. Time for question one.
To begin with,
Oh no.
wait. Who doesn't know their role? You know, because they're in the wrong play. Elphaba in The Lion King, Elder Price in The Book of Mormon, Aaron Burr in Hamilton, or Kate Monster in Avenue Q.
I don't know these things.
I do.
I guess that one.
Mind defying gravity. I think
This part. I think you know it's coming.
Oh, Starbucks.
Elphaba is from Wicked.
Oh, okay.
Yep, all the other characters are in their prospective musicals.
Okay. I didn't know the name Alpha.
We're gonna be
Alphaba.
popular.
For Alcohol of Fame. Bad news if you're hoping to make bourbon out of Keith Urban. Like Keith Urban, bourbon has to be made in the USA, less than
What?
kept far away.
Definitely kept far away from Nicole Kidman. I don't know. I guess I'll go with
I
this
don't
one.
know this. Kept
Yeah.
far away from Nicole Kidman.
That's funny.
What'd you guys pick? There's no age limit on bourbon or pure country sex appeal.
Wow.
Okay, there's a slight possibility this is correct. Come on. According to U.S. federal regulations, whiskey must be made in the United States to be classified as bourbon. Keith Urban was born in New Zealand.
Yep.
All right, all
Were we
right.
the only ones that got
Yeah,
that?
you and me were the only ones that's got it. Even though we don't drink.
I know.
Wayne is from Canada, and Tim McGraw
That was a good fake. Yeah, it was a good fake answer, Neko.
The thing about this game is the the fake answers. There's always good fake answers.
Yes.
And I love these fake ads and stuff.
This. Basic witches. And things are about to get
Basic
fierce because
witches.
It's time for a
Just your dads.
Yay!
I'm going to read off 7.
Are we all playing this together?
I want you to tell me if it's a character from the cartoon
Oh my gosh.
a winner of RuPaul's
Both things I don't know.
I know one, but not the other.
between Adventure Time
Wow.
or Drag Race.
Oh no is right,
Oh, no
guys.
is right.
So, look alive.
I know
It's
Adventure
gonna be
Time.
easy for you, Neko.
It's gonna
Okay.
be hard.
I'm just gonna do. I'm gonna do like all A's. I'm just gonna do the same one each time. I don't care.
I don't know this. I'm just gonna assume they're all on Drag Race. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. I'm just saying Adventure Time each time. Whatever. I'll play the odds.
Yeah.
I figure it's gonna be half and half.
Jinx Monsoon.
They're all Drag Race characters. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. That sounds drag racy, but I don't know.
Drag Racy.
Cinnamon Bun.
See, I don't know. Miss Williams says, yes, Ashley, you are right.
This is terrible.
And did give you any time, Apple Dance? That sucks.
It's like a.
So you should still, even though the stream's gonna be different from what you're seeing on screen, you'll see the on-screen thing
Neko, you got
faster.
every single one.
What?
He did. You got
Oh my
every
gosh,
single
7 out of
one.
7?
Yeah, I only got 3.
I only got 3 too. Oh no, I got 4. But-
Dang, Neko. Dang.
In a variety of.
Oh, who has that? Paul?
Dang,
Yeah,
Neko.
Paul has the screw.
All I can say is dang.
Happy.
He does
I know everyone,
everyone.
apparently. Sorry, guys.
Do any
I'll fix that here in a second. There you go. Sorry about that.
Oh, here's a good one. Speaking of the dis or dat, who dis? A female ghost of fate in Norse mythology?
What?
A half horse in Greek mythology? A flying bird dragon in Aztec mythology? Or a god with a crocodile head in Egyptian?
Oh my gosh. This one, I guess. I don't know.
I don't
It's not
know.
the half human, half horse. That's a
I don't know.
centaur.
I don't know. I'm just
But
gonna
I don't
guess.
know.
Can't do anything right, can you? Yep, that's a diss. Not much else to say about that.
Norse mythology ghost, whatever.
Like a
5. You know her. Okay, great, Nico.
Here's one for you.
I don't know what we are comparing it to. Yeah, I don't know.
Who dat? Fans of the Bears, fans of the Falcons, fans of the Packers, or fans of the Saints?
Oh my gosh, what? Dat? Oh, I know this one. No, I know this one. And most of you should know this one too.
It doesn't mean we do.
No, most of the people here because of where they live.
Nah,
Take a look. Sorry, no takebacks. Fans of the New Orleans Saints famously ask, who dat?
Yeah, I don't know why, but they do.
I don't know that.
That's it for round 1.
I'm not doing good, and it's okay.
Let's see. Oh, look at that. Look who's in the lead. Oh, wow. That's a, yes. A bow.
I'm gonna make dessert, and you can't have any.
Oh, I'm crushing my spirit.
The data we have acquired demonstrates a need for more screws.
And remember,
oh, great.
More powerful, and they'll net you more cash for each player that gets the question wrong. So don't be shy about using them. The rest of you better answer fast.
This game is so bad.
Oh, man.
Oh, and by the way, all the cash in round
I was gonna say, this is what happens when we don't play this game for a really long time.
I
Yeah.
feel good about this.
6 trombones is not a parade. Bump.
I call this one a nice shape.
All right.
If you decided to start dating shapes, which would offer the most stable relationship? The mysterious square, the charming rhombus, the passionate circle, or the hunky triangle?
Oh, wait, no, I did the wrong one. Dang it.
Dang it.
At least I think I did
I'm
the
just
wrong
gonna
one.
say I'm gonna lose this, and then maybe we play TKO.
They remind you have WR. Oh, Paul. We can do that.
Okay, who chose what? Because all their sides are connected, triangles are the strongest and most stable.
Okay. Okay.
The hunky triangle.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is why they
It's either that or circle. I wasn't sure.
Because it will never, ever let you down.
Wow.
Never, never.
Mes collègues sont des crétins.
Why is it French?
I don't know. Look at his little mustache.
Yeah.
Pineapple expression.
But
Translated film title is using the Hawaiian word mahalo correctly.
Okay.
Mahalo for smoking. Mahalo, my name is Doris. Mahalo, country for old men. Or the long mahalo.
I think
I've
it's
seen
this one.
3 of those movies. The first one is actually hysterical.
Does it actually start with Mahalo? No, that's thank
No.
you.
Mahal, no country for old men.
Oh.
Mahalo means thank you.
Yeah, thank you for
Dang
smoking.
it.
Thank you for smoking is hysterical. That movie.
I thought mahalo meant
No.
hello and goodbye.
No, that's aloha.
Or aloha.
Aloha.
Here we have. I'm the guy who draws the chalk lines for animal murders.
Wow.
Yes! You hate these.
It's time for
Why do we have to do these?
Because we do.
Think fast on this one. The longer you take, the less cash you make.
Great.
Okay, get ready. Chalk out this gibberish phrase and tell me what brand slogan it rhymes with. Traced a slain doe. And don't worry about that punctuation. Colors are detected.
Oh.
What? Colors are detected. What? You got it already? On your tongue?
You're terrible. You're terrible at these. It's a candy. It's a candy.
I'm not gonna get it.
There's different flavors.
M&M's
No.
traced as
No.
Yummy, chewy, tropical candy.
Starburst, but
Starts
I'm
with
not,
a sk.
Skittles. Taste the rainbow. Oh, taste. Hold on. I'm there.
No, you're not.
Dang it.
Pencils down. Player 6.
You got it. Good job, Apple Dance.
Get it, did you?
No, I didn't get it. Sue me.
Let's make sense of this, shall we?
I lost that much. I was in the lead. How am I so far? Oh, wait. Oh, some of you guys are in minus. I'm like, how do you guys get so much money? Okay. There is. Oh, there's lag. I'm sorry, Paul.
Introducing. My favorite instrument is the laptop. Based on elevation, which EDM DJ is making the highest beat drop?
What?
Dropping the beat from the mesosphere? Marshmallow.
Oh, gosh.
From the stratosphere? Calvin Harris dropping the beat from the troposphere? Or Zed dropping the beat from the thermosphere?
Oh, like I really know.
I think
all
it's
I know
this
is I only know who Marshmallow is because of the kids. They were listening to one of his songs.
Is that
yesterday.
the guy with the 2 X's on his eyes or something?
The kids were listening.
This is an answer.
Little dude was making me listen to him.
The atmosphere is 50 to 440 miles above the Earth. The only higher layer of the atmosphere is the exosphere.
Dang it.
Sit this one out. I can't imagine a beat dropping from that high would end well.
I'll take -200. That's
Only
better
DJ I know
than
is-
like super.
Mary, yeah.
Desperitos.
This one's called type equals squiggly bracket music, comma, female squiggly bracket.
Okay. What is this? It's still showing? The question is still showing? Okay.
Binge pipe user data is very...
I'm not seeing where you're seeing that, Mr. Nim.
Just for fun, can you identify who this information belongs to so we can return it to them without a lawsuit? Directions to get around that track. Is I ain't no grammatically correct? Why do these bananas taste like redacted? Whose search history have we acquired? Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, Mandy Moore, or Gwen Stefani?
What? I don't know at all. Fine. This person, I guess.
B-A-N-A-N-A-S. B-A-N-A-N-A-N-A-N-A-N-A-N-A-N-A-N-A.
Dang it.
Talking about how many times she's been around that track and how that is bananas.
2 times I've been rough that track, but cause ain't no holler about
You would be able to do it.
B-A-N-A-N-A-N-A-N-A.
Wow.
Yes.
Leave the outdated puns.
Wow.
Please.
I had her LAMB album.
ALMB.
LAMB, Love Angel Music.
All right,
baby.
guys. So this is where I'm going to come back. So if you guys just want to give up now, you can. And I'm just going to come back into the lead. So you guys might as well just not play.
The right answer, the more cash you make. And more than one answer can be right. But each time you're wrong, I'm taking some cash away. Be careful.
Murder clue.
So the restream thing's still not working. So I'm just going to try to follow along in Twitch.
This one's a little out there.
That's unusual. All right.
That's unusual.
Weird. Oh, okay. All right, I think I got that one pretty good. Unless I missed one that I just don't know about. Okay, yeah. Dang it! All right. It's stuck on the DJ question. That's weird. I mean, I don't know what to tell you, Miss Wyndham. I'm sorry. I don't know why it's stuck on that. I can't control that part of it. Dang it! Oh, you were saying it's stuck on the DJ question for you, Neko? I'm not. Yeah, I don't know why it's not moving on to this one for you. Why do they keep giving me Britney Spears perfume? I don't know.
I do.
Okay, so can we be done with that now? Curious yours, yeah. Man, I don't think I'm doing so well this, guys. Dang it. Ah. Final scores, really? Can't give me like 10 more of these to try and get better?
Player 2 takes it.
Dang it. Well done, Ashley.
Woot woot!
My goodness.
Rich's story. I can't wait till you get back to.
So, and then.
This is usually where I take it. I almost always come back in the Jack Attack.
So then, who was Ilwazda game?
I lost a game?
Yeah, I lost a game.
Yeah, who was I lost a game?
Like Geek Devotions. I lost a game. And then Paul and Air got third. Nice.
Good job, Paul.
I got the middle.
I need food. I need water. But
You did come. Oh, so that was you, Geek Devotions.
Stop talking about your needs for 1 second.
See, the Jack Attack is my favorite part, just because you just have to be quick and you have to be like process really fast and be like, okay, how does this match? And going blah, 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 blah.
Okay, so I'm going to exit. So you said you wanted to do.
No, can we do this one more time?
You want to do this one more time?
Yes.
Okay. All right, and we're going to play one more time, guys, and we're going to be done for the night. Tomorrow we will be coming back for what's it called?
Good night, Geek Devotions.
Good night, Geek Devotions. Let me get in this room, and then I'll pray for you here in a second.
These critics are entitled to their opinions and their privacy, so don't go looking for them.
So the room code is GMOR.
Fine.
All right.
You were first?
Awesome. Yeah, I'm first. Okay, so Geek Devotion says you're leaving, I think. Okay, Lord God, thank you so much for Geek Devotions being here. How bad did I do? I didn't notice Apple Dance. I know I got fourth, and I think you're below me.
I don't even care what the movie's about.
Okay, good night, Stacey. Lord God, thank you so much for Geek Devotions, Miss Wyndham being here. I pray they have good rest of their weekend. Please protect them, provide for them. Thank you for them being a part of this community and being a part of this Rewind to Remarks. I look forward to the next time we can hang out and stream together. Amen. Have a good one, guys. Thank you so much for being here.
A secret nobody. I'm better. Oh, Neko.
Oh, good. I'm glad you're better.
I think Paul said he was AFK. Is that what he said?
Let's see. Paul says, GG. Ha ha ha. This is bananas. I don't see anything from him saying he's. Oh, yeah, he does say AFK. Yeah. So I think he's not going to play this time, I guess.
We found the shrine that he had made out.
GGG. So we got El Capitan, me, Albdance, Ashley, a person named me, whoever that is, Star Fox, Neko, and Dale. Anyone else? D-Tungsten, did you want to play? Unless you're me.
Equivalent treats. If you asked me
I don't know what's going on with this.
say, oh, that's a muse because they are
Go to Jackbox TV.
Yeah.
Jackbox.tv.
Yeah, up here at the top it sort of says go to jackbox.tv and then enter in GMOR and then in the room code, and then you can give yourself whatever name
it
you want.
references all sorts of pop culture. I'm pretty sure this came out about 2015, 2016, so it's a little outdated.
Oh, okay.
And they haven't done any versions of You Don't Know Jack since. I only bought the party pack because it had this game in it. But I grew up playing all the original You Don't Know Jack games, which were terribly not appropriate for small children, but we loved them anyway.
This still says it's not family friendly, so I took that tag off. But
Yeah, I mean, it's not, but
it's not that bad.
It's
I feel like.
it's a little crass, but it's not the worst thing that I think I've ever played.
Yeah.
Cookie Masterson here.
And I enjoy defeating you, crushing my enemies.
I defeated you that first time, so there.
and then I slayed you.
Whatever. You just got lucky. Because you know Britney Spears' perfume.
I knew all the things, husband.
Okay, let's begin.
All right, get ready. Time for question 1.
To get things rolling, a really important letter. Which of these movie titles would best fit in the heading of a business letter? Dear White People, P.S. I Love You, 10 Cloverfield Lane, or Love, Simon?
I think this one. A business letter?
This is just a guess.
Yeah.
This game is something else.
So who got it? This title includes both the complimentary close and the signature line, but not the correct answer. The heading of a business letter includes the name and address of the sender.
Oh, okay. Nice.
That's what I thought.
Dear potential monsters in and outside. I hope this letter finds you well.
Wow.
That's fantastic.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Silly game.
Oh, what? Why devil horns?
Up next, illegally driving in the carpool karaoke lane.
Okay.
In honor of James Corden, the subject of this next question, I will be performing it through song. Here goes.
Oh, no.
How would you turn James Corden into a James Cordon Bleu?
Wow.
With chicken, stuff him with spinach and
I love cordon bleu.
I've never had it.
I should make it for you, husband. It's so good.
I think I know what it is, but I don't think I've ever had it. I've never had it.
It's so good. It's not D. I'll tell you that right now.
Hope you like what you picked. Oh, you're thinking of Craig Turduckinson. Classic French
Ham and cheese.
Okay, I got it right.
Chicken. It's
Phew.
so good.
Chicken with ham and cheese.
And James Corden is actually in the last season of his show. So.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, he's leaving.
Is
lately.
Craig Ferguson coming back?
I don't think so.
I can't believe I did that so well.
What is that? It's a food.
You do it with 3. Chicken cordon bleu is delicious.
I waxed my tongue. Now it's Thor.
Now
It's
it's Thor.
Thor.
All right. As long as it's not gibberish, whatever.
7 names, and for each one, I want you to tell me if it's a Norse god like
Yes.
Thor or a brand of hair removal wax.
Oh, yeah. I'm totally going to know this.
Norse or Nads?
A Norse god or a body wax.
Okay.
You're all doing this together, so pay attention. All set? Here we go.
Okay.
Freya. Elin.
Ah, dang it.
Balder.
I feel like I'm not going to do so well this time.
I only know this one because of Kingdom Hearts.
Frigg.
Dang it.
Veet.
Yeah, that's got to be this.
Veet burns like a.
So I'm guessing Biowax. Okay.
Yep.
Boom.
Okay, phew.
Sally Hansen.
Okay, I doubt that's a Norse god.
Most of you deserve a group hug. Of all the losers, you are the loseriest.
Oh, let go.
Oh.
Pipe hurts when you hurt.
Screw time.
That's correct. Binge pipe
Hurts when you hurt. Oh.
Wow.
Screwing during a question makes life a little tougher for all the other players.
Yeah, it is very fast, Neko.
Yeah, it can be hard.
I should have got 6, but was too slow. Oh no, D. Tungsten. Aldan says, it's not letting me answer. Oh no, I wonder why it's not. That's weird.
Thankfully, this or that's only happened like once, so you don't have to be like,
Hey, Red Spear, it's
Hey,
been
Red
a while.
Spear.
How you doing? We're almost done for the night. After this game, we're going to be done, but nice to see you again. How have you been?
Crime. If Brie Larson were convicted of Brie larceny, what would she be guilty of committing? Selling cheese without the proper permits, stealing cheese, counterfeiting cheese, or cheese murder?
I'm pretty sure it's
Brie
this
larceny.
one.
That's fantastic. I love bad puns.
Just sound by, well, awesome.
Now
Good
I
to
want
see you.
cheese.
Now you want cheese.
It's important to check the authenticity of your cheese. Also, the authenticity of your answers.
What?
Taking property from possession of another with intent to permanently
Stealing
deprive
cheese.
the owner of that
Don't do it.
property. You know, stealing.
Woo!
Then it should just be that.
The real crime is she didn't steal any crackers to go with it.
Wow.
Yeah, these like interstitials are my favorite part of this whole game.
1 + 1 equals shoe.
Yeah, it's good, but cheesy. Nice, Neko.
Closely resembles the square root symbol. Nike, Adidas, Converse, or Vans.
Oh, I clicked on the wrong thing. I'm clicking on OBS, not the actual answer. Nice, Francisco.
Look sharp.
What? Why'd you screw us? No, Neko.
On you guys. Time to get social.
Okay, well, it didn't go on me, so.
I don't pay attention to shoes. Nike's like a swoosh.
There's no easy way to put this.
Oh.
The V in the Vans logo looks very similar to the square root symbol.
That's what I thought. Okay.
But here's something that'll really blow your mind. The O in the Reebok logo looks like a 0.
Yes, it does.
Whoa.
Whoa.
It's your cash now. Round
2.
Remember, these numbers also serve as your...
I'm bad at math and clothes, so yeah, no worries. Neko.
Currently, player 3 is in the lead.
Oh no, Ashley. Let's gun for Ashley, guys.
These players are making everyone feel bad. Your performance has triggered the need for more screws.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Mind, round 2 screws screw even harder.
Oh no.
More cash for each player that answers wrong. You get to use them. The rest of you better answer fast if you don't want to be screwed. Oh, and remember, questions are worth twice as much in round 2.
He, Neko. Wow. Bones is not a parade.
Take a good look at only the freshest references.
Wow.
Oh my.
Which of these 80s catchphrases best describes the story of Icarus?
Okay.
Wax on, wax off. Where's the beef? I'll be back. Or gag me with a spoon.
I feel like it's this one most of all. I feel like it could be 2, but
I have no idea.
do you know the story of
Yes,
Icarus?
I do know
Okay.
the story of Icarus.
Oh, you haven't seen this movie. That's why.
I know where it comes from, though.
Terms of service.
Yeah.
All I know is there's a character in there where there would be a name for a great cat name in there. Mr. Meowgie. That's a great name for a cat.
Wings made of wax and feathers until the sun melted his wings, causing him to fall to his death.
That's what I thought.
Okay, so seriously, husband, if we ever get a cat, we're naming it Mr. Meowgie.
Okay.
Yes.
Fair.
Mr. Meowgie. That's a great name for a
Your
cat.
goal is to lose. You know what? I've often had that same goal.
My goal is just to beat my husband.
What's the game where I would always lose no matter seemingly what?
Hard enough.
Meowgie!
I feel like it's a group game.
I love these.
Oh, categories.
Yes. We haven't played that in a bazillion years.
Yeah. I hate
Mr. Meowgie!
Fingers ready, because the longer you take, the less money you make.
Great.
Okay, head in the game. Look at this gibberish phrase and tell me what classic TV catchphrase it rhymes with. Don't booby thy labor. And don't let that punctuation trip you up. There's a lot of lessons to be learned.
Great.
Okay.
If you want to live next door.
Meh. I had no idea. Something about...
How'd you guys know all this?
Something about a neighbor, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Don't care. I didn't get it either, husband, if it makes you feel better.
It does a little bit, yes. Yeah, Detox and Meowgie. Apple Dance, did I get it right? I did. I think you did, Apple Dance, yes.
I'm just
Scooby
saying.
the neighbor?
I'm
What?
just saying, husband, isn't Meowgie a great name for a cat?
It is.
Player 2. No, wrong, bad.
Oh, boo.
I was thinking of.
Won't you be won't you be my neighbor? Oh.
And I grew up watching Mr. Rogers.
Yeah, I thought if it gave you the points, you got it right, Apple Dance, but I guess that's not the case.
Type equals squiggly bracket female, comma.
Oh, Emily Dickinson, author of A Frankenstein.
I'm gonna throw something at your face. Good morning.
Wow, BingePipe sure has a lot of user data, huh?
Some people would say too much.
Yeah, Mr. Rogers and Echo, exactly.
Governess wanted. Fire insurance policies. What's in the attic? Search denied. You must never go into the attic. Whose search history have we uncovered? Agatha Christie, Virginia Woolf, Toni Morrison, or Charlotte?
Well.
I'm gonna sneeze.
Bless you.
Has unleashed the screw.
Great. Oh my gosh. I think I wanted this one.
It's this one. Pretty sure it's this one.
The answer's actually upside down.
I'm
Wow,
like,
that's crazy.
Is it flowers in the attic?
I don't know.
I think that's Agatha. I don't know.
Shook out. Yeah, way to be wrong.
Ah, dang it.
Well, nobody got this one, so let's just move on with our lives.
We were wrong.
Charlotte Bronte wrote Jane Eyre, a classic novel that features a governess, a house fire, and a secret locked up in the attic.
Yeah, Womp is right.
Forbid you to go looking for our secrets.
All good.
We know there's no way you'd ever find.
Whoever is that? I don't know.
Screwing player 2. I believe this belongs to you.
Wow, good job getting 3,000 points for that.
Yeah, good
Apple
job.
Dance, well played.
We all suffered from that one. Pizza! Did you see that pizza?
I did see the pizza, yeah.
What I like to call WWEIEIO. Professional wrestling. About as much as professional wrestlers love doing things other than
He
professional.
wants to lose. Oh no, Apple Dance, how can you lose when you have more money?
Catchphrase font. What would most likely be John Cena's favorite childhood game? Duck Duck Goose, Peekaboo, London Bridge is Falling Down, or Patty Cake?
I guess. Is this based on that meme? That's sort of what I'm going for. I don't know.
John Cena.
Oh, does he do that? Okay.
John Cena is well known for saying, "You can't see me," which is also the name of his first studio album.
Oh, really? Okay.
I didn't know.
I know that because I bought a Cena album thinking it was a Sia album, and I gotta say, I have zero regrets.
Yes, perritos.
Here we
Yeah, I
go.
didn't know it either,
Made
Neko.
to forgive, but never forget. Which of these is the real name of the real person who really composed the opera Hansel and Gretel?
Oh, like I know
What?
this.
Is Babertoot, Catherite,
Oh my gosh.
Timothy, Chumpadunk, or Engelbert Humperdinck?
Engelbert Humperdinck is enough.
I guess.
Please let it be
you-
the one that I got because that name is too funny.
I have no idea. Prince Humperdinck.
So who got it? Good effort. Good effort.
No.
Yep, that's really his name.
Dang it.
Keeping in mind this is a different Engelbert Humperdinck than the contemporary singer who is also named Engelbert Humperdinck.
Really?
What is happening?
Who knows?
All right, here we go. Now's my time to shine,
Or
to win.
No, it's your time to lose.
No, I'm gonna
You're
win.
You're going down.
Win big time.
Crush your enemies. Crush them into the dirt.
See an answer that matches the category. Tap it up.
That's why I was confused. Yeah.
You're going down, husband.
No, I'm not going down. I'm going up.
Hey,
I have nowhere to go
Francisco.
but up. Yes.
Francisco.
Yes.
Cash away.
Don't distract me with your winks. What's the clue?
It's gotta be a match.
Okay, give us the clue. All right.
Warning. This film contains... Sometimes the regular movie warnings aren't enough.
Okay. Deadpool, yeah. Dang it! Dang it! Dang it!
I love all the screams.
Pretty much undid everything I did.
Of course you did.
I don't know what this one.
Oh, dang it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I just assume I know these answers.
You just assume, do you?
Yep.
Up. I don't think there's that much in this. What am I missing? Oh, it was just those two. Okay, I thought so. Okay. No, not that one.
Nope, not that one either.
I guess.
Only the 90s
Well, I knew
one.
the Martin Humperdinck. Oh,
Only the
did you,
90s
Jackson?
one has Tim Curry, not the 2017
Yeah.
one.
Is it 90s? I thought it was 80s.
Or it could have been either.
Dang it. Oh, there were. Oh, okay. There were 4. Grown-ups too? What? Oh my gosh. I've never seen this movie. Dang it. Probably that.
I've seen both these movies. They're
Oh,
not
really?
They're not very good.
They're not very good.
No.
I think that was probably the last one. Maybe one more. All right, here we go. Francisco.
No, no,
Francisco.
no, no,
Francisco.
No, no, no.
Dang it, Ashley. Well done, Ashley.
I gotta hand it to you, player 3.
Well done.
Squeaking by with a win like a mouse with nothing to lose.
Woo! I'm a mouse with nothing to lose.
Yeah, good job getting number 3, G-Tungsten. GG, thank you. So, Apple Dance, you didn't get last place. You got second to last.
Good
Dale got
job,
last.
everybody. Thank you
Yes,
for
good
playing.
Job. That was
Whoop,
fun. Thank you guys so
whoop,
much.
Whoop, so fun.
So, we are not going to continue to play. I'll just let this go. So...
And I've got a brand new
Okay, I'm turning you down. And I'm gonna go see who we can go raid now. But this was a lot of fun getting to hang out with you again. Thank you for everyone who asked questions for Ashley, so that we could just interview her and you guys could get to know. Oh, turn that off.
That was so much
get to
fun.
know her more.
Thank you so much for all the questions
Yeah.
and for playing games with us. I know sometimes it's really challenging and you don't know the answers and it gets frustrating, but as long as we beat Francisco, that's all that matters.
What are you doing?
Only
That's the moral of the game.
That's the moral of.
Yeah, that's always the rule that you should adhere to. Beat Francisco in the game.
Except I won that first game. That's right.
Yeah, because it was just you and me.
Yeah.
Apparently, I need more of a.
Oh,
I let you win.
Wow.
No, I'm kidding.
But he's been still asking us some questions. I know. I haven't turned it off, Paul. I'm sorry. Bye bye. Love you all. Have a good night and good moral of morality. Thank you,
Yeah,
Deco.
tell everybody your
Team
stream
Womp.
is
Oh my
abbreviated tomorrow morning.
Yes. Oh yeah. Tomorrow morning I'm gonna go help with a live stream at church. That's not church, but it's something that it's happening at the church. So I'm only gonna be streaming for about 2 hours instead of the 3, but it's still starting at the same time, 6 a.m. Pacific.
And then no evening stream.
And no evening stream, yeah, because we're having dinner with friends, asking them for some advice, and so no evening stream. All right, so we got Luminix streaming because he hasn't played in a while, so we might do him. Let's see, Book of Gaming. Let's see. You know what? Oh, the Cellcast. Oh, the Cellcast. Oh, you know what? Cellcast always raids us. Let's go raid the Cellcast.
Customer support party.
So we're going to raid them. I'm going to pray before the raid goes off. Lord God, thank you so much for tonight, this awesome time getting to interview Ashley, not only my wife, but also Rewinder. And I pray over everyone who is a part of the stream that they were encouraged and uplifted, that they, as more and more people come on these, more and more of us are known to each other, and we have a stronger community. And I pray that you are ultimately glorified, Lord God, that all of us who have prayer, faith, and trust in you would pursue more and more each day. Those of us who haven't will experience your love, grace, beauty, and truth in a fresh new way. I pray all these things in the name of your Son, Jesus Christ, who left all majesty to come down into our depravity, live the life we want, taught us how we could, for was crucified on a cross to conquer sin, yet overcame that death, being raised to you, the Father, making a way for us all to have a right relationship with you where there wasn't a way before. Amen.
Amen.
Why are you still moving the ship, Paul? Oh my gosh, you're supposed to be praying, Paul. Jeez. Awesome, guys. Well, I'm curious. I didn't check what they're playing or reviewing right now. Let's turn off this.
I haven't looked to even know.
Well, it's loading. They are covering something.
Something.
Frozen 2. Oh, interesting.
That movie is terrible.
Well, they're covering it, so we're going to go support them nonetheless. Right now. Bye, guys. Didn't give us much chance for a stream face, but here you go.